And there we are.
Hey, Anastasia.
Hello.
And we're here.
Howdy, y'all.
Hi, everybody.
We are the Raconteur Society here.
And
once
you're
again.
not.
And we're not. Here once again to make you question your choices on a Tuesday night. We are geeks past our peaks that have been tossing dice together since the 1980s, and tonight we are having some fun playing a little bit of Deadlands Classic. Actually, we're continuing a campaign that we have started, which is my first time playing a campaign in Deadlands. I don't know about the rest of the crew, but...
Hey.
Okay, for announcements, we've got quite a few this evening. First and foremost, happy Earth Day to everybody out there that's on the Earth, and those who are watching off the Earth. You come check us out. We're a good planet.
Yes, the International Space Station. Don't leave home without us. On the globe.
But anyway, so coming up soon is Planet FunkCon, if you haven't checked that out. And we're going to be there in grand Raconteur Society
Style.
Yes. We are going to be doing a show, panels, and a booth. If you want to come check it out, Planet FunkCon is June 27th through the 29th at the River Center in Davenport, Iowa.
That's the last weekend in June.
Yes, it is. You can check them out at planetfunkcon.com if you want more information and to see what we're up to. So come and check us out there if you want to hang out with the Raconteurs for a little while. Tonight's sponsor is the Cloverleaf Baking Company. And the Cloverleaf Baking Company is ran by me. So I get the sponsor tonight. I'm bringing my family's baking recipes to the Galesburg Farmers Market on Saturday mornings in Galesburg, Illinois. So make sure you stop by that. Check it out if you're in the area. We've had a lot already.
Stress Release Awareness Month?
Yeah. National Stress Awareness, yes.
Stress awareness or stress relief awareness?
Sorry,
Stress, Rob. Just stress.
Don't worry about it.
Dale is running it. He's our marshal.
Not yet, though.
And I'm going to pass it on down to Dale to get you up to speed on what's happening right now. So, Dale,
Hi.
take it away.
Hi.
Hi.
Jotting down some notes real quick here.
Nodding down.
So, yes, we are playing Deadlands Classic. We are continuing the story, The Canyon of Doom, which deals with the Grand Canyon, obviously. Or not obviously. And you guys... Ooh! The Palisades fell over. You guys have arrived in the town of Cliffside at the edge of the Marble Canyon that leads into the Grand Canyon. And you're going to be here a few days, waiting on the guides to take you down the Colorado River. Yeah. And you've had a couple... Got to explore the town a little bit. Sweet. So, you guys, the last thing you did was came from the Undertakers. There was a miner's body that was found.
The Undertaker's here? Shit.
Yeah. Yep. He's about to wrestle you.
Is a miner like a young person or a person who digs?
Okay.
So you guys took a look at a body of somebody who was found out by Canvastown.
Yeah.
Attacked by an animal, supposedly, but you guys probably think it's something different than an animal.
Demon.
Maybe some sort of demonic force.
Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
Donate money or I'm going to kill ya.
That would be weird.
Now leave Lamb Chop alone.
So, yeah, you guys looked at that body, and it was pretty messed up, and it was pretty horrific. And as you were leaving the Undertakers, you noticed there were some missionaries from the Church of Lost Angels across the street.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of doing their proselytizing. There were 3 of them. And what drew your attention to them, and somebody had said they'd been here for like a couple days, kind of doing their thing. They don't really bother anybody, so they're just like, whatever. But you guys, when you walked out, you recognized one of them from the train station that was watching the train pull out.
There was a guy
Way back in Salt Lake City.
was supposed
Yeah.
to be the hookup.
Brad and Rob's characters
Yeah.
recognized
So
him.
you guys recognized him across the street. So
I did not draw my pistols after all. I kept them on myself and just put my hands on them.
keep,
Okay.
don't forget,
Boom! I'm like, oh boy.
the security officers here, unless you are guilty of outright murder or bad-mouthing the Sweet Rock Mining Company, you know, you might spend the night in jail, but if it's murder or something like that, yeah, you're probably going to stay the night in jail and probably watch your gallows being built. They're pretty strict on that kind of stuff.
Sweet.
So,
Down the gallows pole.
so basically, as you guys walk out, you see that and that's where we left off last time.
Yep.
So we'll pick up there. I'm assuming you'll probably want to go into rounds or not. If you're not going to outright fight, we can probably wait until something transpires and just kind of role play this out.
Oh yeah, and these guys.
Well, only two of
announced
us
that
have
they-
even seen it yet.
We didn't announce. We just noticed.
Okay.
Oh,
So we won't go
I
into
haven't
rounds
seen it.
just yet.
What?
Just yet.
I'll look at Cobb.
Do I notice him looking at me?
Well, you see the guy across the
lady.
street, and yeah, you do see Kelvin look over at you.
I look over at you quickly, and then they go,
No.
"Who's next to me? Who else is next to me?"
I'm there.
Next to you,
Probably
probably.
Bo.
Yeah, probably.
Who's next to me?
Yeah, he's just like a bad. He's like a bad rash.
Probably.
like rubbing everybody.
Sorry, what?
Probably
Lily.
Lily, and then Olaf and Copperhead are probably in the back.
Well, I'll probably I clear my throat and
Yeah.
take a look over yonder and see who. Oh wait, who else ever saw him?
Just you two.
Yeah.
Oh, we were the
You-
only two that
You
ever
guys
saw him.
kind of described him, but
Yeah.
you were the only two that
Only-
actually.
Oh,
saw
okay,
him.
I'm
okay.
gonna lean
Yeah.
over.
That'll be a little different than that.
I'll be like, remember that gentleman I told you was looking at the train when we were leaving? The one that was after the stuff?
Yeah.
That's him standing over there in the robes. Oh, hold on now. Just-
And
I'm putting my
Probably
hand on my
while-
gun
Look
too.
over there.
Probably while he's whispering, I'm saying actually out loud to the group. I'm like, "Well, God is being my witness. That is the man that was on that training station.
I would agree with him.
Who's that? Who's that?
That man right there." I point at him.
I scrutinize. Can I scrutinize the gentleman?
Sure, you
Question?
can. Sure, you can.
I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. Okay. You look over at him, and he looks like a priest, just doing his proselytizing over there, you know.
Is he the one talking or one on the side?
They're all three kind of talking.
Oh,
A
okay.
little bit more about him.
Well, want to follow him or just go right and blatantly ask him who the hell he is?
Well, that is the question. I think we should just.
I'm gonna cast bodyguard just in case. I don't get that.
I think perhaps
Get that
we should
going.
Just, face it straight up.
Sounds good to me. I start walking that way.
And I start walking that way as well.
I'm backing him up.
Yeah, Copperhead, you notice he just kind of steps out into the street, steps over to the side, and takes out a little cigar and kind of lights it up. And he just kind of stands there and smokes, leaning against the post of the Undertaker. And you notice he's probably easily within range of pistol shot,
Right.
but he's kind of covering the group.
Yeah, I saw it right now.
All right.
I know.
So who's going across the street? Okay.
Following them.
Okay, so you're going across the street. Copperhead staying on this side of the street. How about you?
I'll stay on this side as well, just kind of giving them a overreach,
Okay.
overwatch as well.
Okay. So, people are walking by, and you know, most of them are just ignoring him outright, or a couple of them, one of them just kind of goes, "Oh, be quiet." You know, it's too early. But most people are just kind of passing them by, but they are kind of. Have you heard about the Church of Lost Angels, Reverend Grimm, and his good work in the West? Yeah, okay, you know, they're just doing their thing. So, as you guys walk across, yes.
Black Joker. Yep, pretty much. Bye-bye. Okay. And I pulled a Black Joker.
Okay, so you got a black joker that entitles Backlash, which is bad for the hucksters. So
Right.
do me a favor, roll a d20, and please roll low.
This is dumb.
Did you?
Dumb.
Were you successful in
Yes,
your
I
hex?
was successful.
Okay, at what level would you get?
Well, the Joker is wild or not wild?
It's wild.
So I got 3 of a kind.
3 of a kind.
It's now turned into 3 of a negative kind.
Yep.
All
I tracked all the
backlash.
bullets. They all come at me no matter what.
Well, you feel
AKA bullet sponge.
What did they do?
I don't know. We're going to find out.
Okay.
so. 3 of a kind is good up to 6 wound levels,
Oof.
Ow.
which absorbs some of the damage meant for the huckster. So, a number of wound levels determined by the hand the huckster draws, which is 6.
Yes.
So you can take up to 6 wound levels, and then when you take the 7th,
I take a
it
one.
fails. So you cast the hex, but you're like, oh, all right, yeah. There's something
Not right about it.
Not right
It
about
doesn't
it.
feel right.
odd. But the hex went off, but you're just like, what the heck?
What the hex?
So, what the
What the
hex is
hex?
going on?
Whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys start walking across the street, and what do? They don't seem to be noticing you walking across the street. They're more interested in the passerby.
I'm gonna walk right up to him, aren't you?
Yeah, walk pretty much up to him.
I'm gonna follow Cobb, basically, whatever
All
he does. So
Well, as you walk up to him, he
Well, I kind of do a dance like Charlie Chaplin.
okay.
Three Stooges. It's old Charlie. He walks like a visor.
Hey, how would you like to learn about L.A.? Huh? Shut up, you moron. Bink.
He turns and looks at you guys, and he's like, "Oh, hello. May I interest you in the Church of Lost Angels in the scriptures that we follow?"
Is it what time of day is it?
It
was morning.
Yeah, it was like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Well, morning there.
Morning. And he kind of looks at,
May I ask what your name is?
I am Brother Jacob.
This is the guy that we saw, right? He's talking to
It's
us.
just like him.
Okay.
Kind of scrutinize him.
Same here.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
16.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely.
You notice that he's got hemorrhoids.
He opens his mouth, and you're like, "Oh,
That's a big hemorrhoids.
Shoof.
oh, that's your tongue. I'm sorry." He says, "Oh, good morning. Yeah, there's something.
Got some
Just
tension.
that little glint of, oh, it's you." But he plays it off like you just barely see it.
Oh, so he does recognize us.
Yeah, you almost missed it, but there's just this little kind of twitch to his eye, like, oh, hello. You know that he's like, oh, it's you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But he's playing it off. So, what'd you ask him? What's your name, Father Jacob?
Yeah.
Or Brother Jacob?
Yeah, Brother Jacob.
I am Brother Jacob.
Didn't freeze thing.
And then I kind of scrutinized him. He kind of
Yeah,
did that,
he did
and I'm
that.
like, well, then I am gonna cast.
blinding.
Strike blind!
Oh, my other good one, Confession.
Yep. I was like, I know that's coming. Kind of.
Yeah, he can still manipulate.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
And go, Brother Jacob, it was nice to see you here. Last time I saw you was back in
High school.
Salt Lake City.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You were standing there on the train station, watching us leave.
Oh, yes, that's right. Well, I was watching the train in general.
Yeah, he was like in a suit or something. At the
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah.
Not like what he's wearing right now, right?
No. Well, he was wearing a black suit as it left the station.
So your companions, your friends that you hired, didn't do such a good job, did they?
That I hired?
I don't think it worked. God.
I kind of scrutinize him. Again, can I, like, if he's like...
Yeah, you can scrutinize him again.
I too.
Yeah, if you want.
I got one. He's telling the truth. He's an honest man.
I totally believe that.
Oh boy.
18.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
He knows what you're talking about.
But he's able to finagle.
He is not exactly lying. He's like, that I hired?
Oh, true. Okay. And go, so was that your kind work on those coyotes that you sent?
No, I had nothing to do with any coyotes. If that's what you're insinuating, that was not me.
So exactly what is your intentions here?
Well, to
It
try-
surely ain't spreading the good word.
Well, of course we are. We're trying to get people to come to Reverend Grimm's Church of Lost Angels. We have many benefits, food, an abundance of food that they don't usually get in the maze, plus the value of scripture, and he kind of gives you the little spiel.
So he's backing you. Endeavors here.
Well, he runs the church, and we work for the church, if that's what you mean by backing. I suppose that's true.
So what interest does he have in whatever? What's his name?
Oh, Dr. Haskins?
Yeah. So what's his what's what who did he say? What's the their guy?
Oh, Reverend Grimm.
Yeah. So what is He didn't mention Reverend Grimm, right?
Yes, he did.
And he goes, so what exactly does Reverend Grimm want with these artifacts from Dr. Haskell?
I don't think he wants anything with them.
And you?
I'm merely doing the work, the work of our Lord, a higher power.
Speaking of tits.
So he says, well, I'm not sure
Lagging.
what you're trying to insinuate, but
On YouTube, yeah.
Well, I'm not trying to insinuate anything. I'm just trying to tell you here and now, next time we see you, it will not be pleasant.
well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I may not be able to do anything against you right here in the streets, but out there is a different story.
Well, I'll take that into advisement, and I will pray for your mortal soul and your anger as best I can.
Oh, I have no anger. And as far as the mortal soul, you best leave that to me.
Well, let's agree to disagree, shall we?
Nah, we'll just leave that to the Lord. I kind of tip
Yes,
my hat.
we will. And he kind of smiles and nods.
I'll go.
Battles of the priests.
I kind of turn around and kind of start walking away.
Okay.
Kind of shrug at these guys
Yeah.
because we can't really do anything here without getting
Yeah.
in big trouble. So
I'm just going to stand there and stare at him until Cobb walks away.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna take a beat.
Well, you walk away, and he does kind of say something under his breath and just kind of like, but it doesn't sound like son of a bitch. It's more like, may he find peace.
If he's praying, as soon as he prays, I'm going to reach up and I'm going to click the hammer on my gun. So just to interrupt his prayer.
He does, you do, and he opens one eye and he's like,
And I nod and turn and
do
walk
you
away.
have a problem, sir?
I just turn and walk away.
And you notice he watches them walk away, but he's like really affronted by that. Yep. Yep. They kind of over back across the street. The other two kind of come to him. They kind of talk, kind of glance over your way, not look at you, just kind of glance that way. And they kind of move together down the street, like they're moving on.
kind of like he's pretty strong-willed.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how he managed to get here at the same time we did.
That was going
Or
to be my
actually
question.
before us, when I think about it.
Well,
Well, you
Wasn't
can.
Copperhead's actually like, well, if you think about it, we did make a lot of stops on the way here. If they are traveling light and just
Straight
made a
through.
beeline right here, they could have
We
got
were
here.
on
Probably
the
could've
river
knew
for
we were
quite a
going.
while and unloading and loading. And
And if they were responsible for those coyotes, yeah, they probably knew exactly where we were headed.
Plus, like Bo said, there's some forms of whatever black magic that you can use to move yourself around.
I think we need to make a visit to him at night.
That would be aggravating the situation in the
I say we will.
eyes of the local constabulary.
Yeah, I think we ought to just wait till they come for us. We'll be ready.
Yeah, that would be the good law. I think for
Well, he might
Good
be having
Lord
people coming
doesn't-
after us. I ain't fought one of those.
good Lord doesn't strike without knowing for sure. I mean, I know in my heart that he's probably responsible for all this, but I think I'd rather wait until he shows his hand first.
All right, Father.
Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Today is
so
Saturday.
Okay.
Mike, when you rolled your backlash, it was personal corruption, so it twists the hex.
oh, so to take
So you would have, when you cast Bodyguard, you can absorb 6
yeah.
wound levels. If you had gotten into a fight, anybody who took a wound level, you would take it.
Oh wow,
And when you got to 6, it would drop.
man.
So you were basically right. You're a bullet magnet right now because the Manitail's like,
That could have worked though.
Yeah,
yeah, it could have.
except for 6 and 1 wound.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had 6 wounds in one location, yeah, that might not have been great.
Of course, like Cobb likes to throw himself out in front of everything.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
Shoot me first.
But yeah, when it was personal corruption, I'm like, ooh.
At least it was a low.
So you're lucky it was this one and not an actual fight.
Yes.
Okay, you can go down there and spend some time with him. You've got about an hour and a half to kill before your funeral. So
We only have an hour and a half to kill. We better get busy.
yeah.
Well, I'll probably go down to the church and just kind of help him.
Okay.
What was his name? Father.
Father
Ramsey?
Ramsey. Yes.
Yeah. Help him get everything situated.
Yeah.
All that. Okay.
I'll go and assist.
Okay.
I do have faith. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you guys? What are you
I'm
doing?
gonna go send a telegram.
You're gonna go send a telegram.
Telegraph.
What are you gonna do after that? Because that's not gonna take long.
Right.
It's just down the street.
I know there's some ladies of the night that work, right?
Yeah. Down the south end of town.
I might go say hi to them.
Okay. Sounds good. So you guys are going there. You're going to the inventor's place. What do you think? Copperhead actually asked, do you need company or anything down there? I got nothing to do, and I really don't feel like stepping foot in a church.
Oh, well, as long as you're not there to
Get a poke.
avail of their services,
No.
by all means.
All right.
Frank.
Well, if you're going down there, I'll make sure I get accompany you as well.
Strike blind.
Okay.
Sorry, she's got
I'm not
taunt.
going for the services. I'm not going to vouch for my buddy here. You might.
I'm only window shopping.
Okay.
Wait, you're coming with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
So the three of you go down to the south end of town. You two go over to the church and help Father Ramsey's basically getting everything situated. They've got a plot already picked out. They've got a grave digger who's out there just finishing digging the grave, so it'll all be ready. Help him get the flowers set up and the podium and all that. So you guys will be busy till noon.
Was there actually all that stuff there? Because wasn't he kind of unknown or?
There is the stuff is there because the priest who left before just kind of left.
Okay.
And even though that church burned down, a lot of the stuff he had was in that shed, like the caretaker.
Okay.
Shed. So he's still got some of that.
Okay.
So, you go down to the was it
No, it's when-
Rothgart.
Rothgard? Thank you. You go down to him, and he's basically just tinkering away in his workshop. So you can talk to him. It's basically all he's a motorhead. This is essentially what he is. Constantly talking about better steam boilers and pistons and better ways to gain traction on certain surfaces and stuff like that. So he'll talk your ear off if you let him. And you do notice he's
I'll let him.
kind of
Mentally taking notes.
yeah, he's kind of a not a mile a minute talker, but he does talk fast, and he's usually doing like 3 things at once. And then he'll immediately, where's my hammer? I had that hammer just a second ago. It's like right in front of him, and you're like, thank you. So kind of like that. So that'll keep you occupied. Are you going to join them for the funeral at noon?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that'll keep you occupied. You three go down to the south end of town. It's pretty quiet down here this morning, obviously. It's usually at night is when everybody's here, but you do see couple houses there at the very corner where there's some ladies outside sipping tea, sitting on the porch. Just kind of, it looked like they're actually kind of enjoying the morning, you know? So, but there's a couple guys, maybe. One guy is actually coming out, kind of stretching, looks like a miner. Huh? Yep. Ladies, see you tonight? He's like, maybe. He kind of heads off wherever.
I might give him the stare.
But as you guys walk up, there's probably like 3 or 4 ladies out on the porch. And this is one of the bigger buildings down there, so it's like 2 stories, but it's got lots of rooms. So there's probably 3 or 4 ladies out there, kind of
Yeah.
milling about as you kind of come around the corner and start walking the sidewalk. They do notice you.
Are they still ladies of the night in the morning?
Ugh.
Women of negotiable affection, yes.
So as you guys walk up to the porch, they're kind of like, good morning. They kind of set up a little bit more and,
Customers.
you know, yeah. Yeah.
Good morning, ladies. I hate to be so blunt, but is there someone who runs this establishment here?
Yes, the madam of the establishment would need a bit of
Yes,
talking
he is
to.
inside as we speak. Just
Not that you're beauty is not something that I do not want to part so easily from, but the good lady.
I'm going to
has
give Bo the stare.
Yeah. You notice Copperhead just behind you rolls his eyes. But they're like, oh, what was her name? Madam.
Butterfly.
No,
I don't remember her name.
Fluffernutter.
horse genitals.
that's their name.
Whoa, Madam Horse Genitals. Nice to meet you. Sure
Madam
is your
Helen.
Olaf character.
Madam Helen is inside at the bar.
Madam Hellman of mayonnaise.
I wondered how that
There
was
could
made.
be some mayonnaise-like stuff involved. No, Helen.
Helen.
Whoa.
So anyway, you got-
Did you have a sketch of that?
no, I didn't.
Hellman might.
So yeah, they say that. Bo starts to schmooze the girls. They kind of laugh and pull out the fans.
That's the screw you fan, by the way.
Well, I kind of do that.
Yeah.
Does it make that sound?
So you go on in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Copperhead goes in,
I'll fall up.
drags Bo. Get in here. So you three go in, and
Proper etiquette of these things.
inside it's very nice. It's got like the thick red velvet like carpet and drapes that are, they're open right now, but they could be closed, and kind of blackout curtains. Very nice in here. The bar and a lot of the fixtures are like brass and oak. Looks very nice.
It's very nice.
Paintings up on the wall. Some are
It's very nice.
risque a little bit, that kind of thing.
Put a
But,
picture of Bo up there.
Do not allow it.
yeah.
Customer of the year.
Ask for money first.
Bow and repose on velvet.
Yeah.
What's that?
Black
Present
velvet.
your octopus.
That's where it gets started.
Your octopus.
Shows them leaning on one of those couches, those
Yeah.
Victorian couches.
Oh, yes.
Paint me like one of
Says-
your middle-aged bad guys.
Hands in his pocket.
There's a lady up at the bar who's like mid-30s, very attractive, long dark hair, and she's kind of she's actually wearing the dress, but she's got one foot up on the bar rail
And the other foot.
and leaning up on the
That's
bar.
weird.
She has a cigar and like the bottle that she's pouring shots into. And as she looks over, the bartender's behind the bar. He's just normal bartender, mustache, thin in hair, vest, sleeve garters. But you come in, she looks over and she's like, "Oh, good morning."
Good morning. She's smoking a cigar that I'm going to pull out one of mine and start smoking
Okay.
a cigar.
She kind of nods at that, like, "Oh,
Oh, you're one of those harlots.
yeah."
Very good.
Oh.
Oh, the man.
She's like, "What can I do for you? Looking for
No.
no.
for employment?"
No.
Okay. It's my job to ask the pretty girls.
See, Bo? You should be up in one of those pictures.
No, I can work at it. The good lady allows. It's hard work, but, I haven't been trying to do my best.
She says,
Oh,
"What can I do for you then?"
I was just curious how long you've been running this establishment.
For about 2 years now.
Did you come from somewhere else?
Of course.
I kind of come up and I put some money out for some drinks.
Okay.
Hey, we have a couple drinks. Relax a bit.
Sure. Bartender. Whiskeys, beer.
Coffee.
I'll do
Coffee?
a whiskey.
Copperhead's like, "I'll start with a whiskey."
Me.
So, coffee. Me. So yeah, he starts getting the drinks ready. She's like, "No, I'm from
You're looking for employment as a bouncer.
Yeah, it would be.
bouncy, bouncy, bouncy."
That's what I said.
Oh.
So she says, "Of course I'm not from here. From the northeast."
Oh.
That's been quite a few years ago, but I've only been in Cliffside for 2 years. Why do you ask?
Well, I was just wondering how someone gets into this line of work.
I can't look at her like, well, I didn't know you were interested.
I'm not.
Oh.
She's like, "Well,
She was just wondering how you got into it. Yeah.
sometimes that's all you can do. Sometimes you're good at it." She kind
pay well?
of she smiles and, "No offense, but am I being judged here?"
Well,
Not guilty. I can't go like that.
how long have these women been in your employ?
Some of them 2 years, some less.
Less? And I assume they come from all different parts of the
Oh, yeah.
country.
Well, yes.
Do they like it?
They seem to enjoy it. At least the money.
Take good care of them?
Oh, yes. I always take care of my girls.
Although I think Cobb's in here for a minute.
My Cobb and I get along pretty well.
The female Cobb. Like, the money, at least. But
Any of them have aspirations to get out of here?
oh, honey, we all have aspirations to get out of here. But right now, there's not much of a way to do it. But
I gotta go. I'm just gonna small talk a little bit.
okay.
Yeah.
So out on the porch, the girls see you come back out.
Those small talkers baby talk though.
You notice it's the inside doors open, but it's got the saloon doors.
That sort of thing.
So the saloon doors, you just come out, and you probably don't. Well, yeah, you would probably notice. You hear Copperhead walking up behind you, but he stays inside, kind of looking out, just looking over the saloon doors.
Okay.
Hi.
Probably lights a cigar and just kind of
The creepy mouse.
Yeah. So
The first girl to my right.
yeah, she's kind of in a rocking chair with her foot up on the rail.
She's tied to it. But,
Yeah.
so.
She's like, save us. No, she does. She's like, so, not often we see someone like you in this an establishment like this. No offense meant, but it's kind of odd.
Why would I be offended? What's your name?
Rosalie,
How long you been here, Rosalie?
about 1.5 years.
Yeah? Got any talents? Musical? Writing?
Oh, those talents. Oh, I don't know. I can ride, not very musically inclined. I can sing a little bit.
Well, didn't you have any opportunities to do something else besides this? I have an intolerance for weak women. That's
Gotcha.
Maybe once a long time ago, but plans changed.
Back when
Plans
I
fell
was
through.
Ooh, that's
now
horrible.
she's 12. Just kidding.
That's still.
Plans changed, but I'm in a good place now.
You're in a good place?
Oh yeah, Madam Helen takes very good care of us.
Okay. Is that what y'all say?
They're like, yeah. One of them looks like a fiery redhead. She's like, oh, I like what I do. I love it. This is my opportunity.
All right.
So say we all.
Well, I vouched for that. Oh, wait, no, that's
All right. You say
Yeah,
you treated well?
as you're talking to these ladies, they're like, they seem tough. So they're not like meek or mild mannered or,
Yeah, I'm
oh, I
getting
wish
that.
I could get out of here. They're like, no, we're
Zombie. She
Especially
makes
that-
a different kind of music.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And redhead's where she wants to
Bitch
be.
is difficult.
The other girls are kind of like, it's a job.
All right. Well,
it blows. It sucks, but you know.
Oh God.
Throw.
well, as long as I don't have a southern accent. Well, as long as you're not being treated unfairly, not being held against your wills, and you're making a good living.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
All right. Well, I'll be in town for another day or two. So if any of you change your mind,
I need a wife.
I might be. I need a wife. If any of you change your mind, I might be able to direct you in some other different directions. Direct.
Ooh, a direct approach. They're like, well, thank you.
Direct puss.
She got
My
two
name's Lily.
lanterns this way.
Nice
I'm
to
at the
meet you.
Standard Hotel.
All right, nice to meet you.
Is that code? I don't know.
What do you do after that?
You ladies
Burns
have
the
a,
place to the ground.
You ladies have a good day.
Walk off the porch. Okay. As you get to the porch to start to leave, Copperhead kind of, I think we're going.
Oh, all right. Well,
And he steps out onto the porch, and ladies look at him. He's like, she's a bounty hunter. And they're like, what about you? He's like,
I'm a booty hunter.
he's like,
God damn it!
like, he's a bounty hunter. What about you? He's like, I'm somebody's bounty, I guess.
Oh,
And he walks off. And they're all just like,
Oh, my.
all the fans.
He is a bounty.
So the madam,
yeah.
he's like, guess we're going. So she's like, well, it was very nice to meet you, Mr.
Oh, Beauregard T. Donaldson, man.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Ron.
Cool.
Mr. Donaldson, or may I call you Bo?
Oh, Bo, of course, my friends.
Bo course.
Okay, Bo, of course, my friend.
Well, that's French.
It is.
Would you like to see my tickler?
No, she said, well, it's very nice to meet you, Bo, and thank you for the pleasant conversation.
Well, yes. Maybe we'll have to pick this up later, I suppose.
If you like,
All right. Very well.
you know where to find me.
Yes. Yes.
And, is she with the law or something, or security, or a preacher?
Yes, maybe yes. I don't quite know myself,
No. Yeah.
but I think she's just concerned about ladies in general.
Yeah, so am I. So am I.
Yes.
Well, if you get a chance, put her mind at ease. I treat my ladies very well, and nothing bad happens to them. And if it does, it's dealt with.
Well, that's good to know. That is very good to know. I hate to see anything happen to good ladies of working class. You know, there's always said, you know, men get a bit inebriated and don't know their place. So,
That happens. You hear from outside, Bo!
all right, I have to go. We're attending the funeral for, as I said, our friend is a preacher. He's attending that funeral for that poor man that got killed out there by the
Oh.
coyotes.
Oh, yes, the one out in Canvas Town. I heard about that.
Oh yeah, what did you hear?
Just some poor man was attacked by possibly a mountain lion or something, some animal.
Quite savage. Did you ever he ever come in here or anything like that?
Oh,
Or?
I don't know. I don't recognize the name or anything like that.
Certainly didn't recognize the face.
I think his name was Jared or Steve.
Jared or Steve.
I like Steve better.
Steve. Okay. All right. Well, we got a 10, but I'll maybe mosey back here this evening. Out of not under the watchful guise of the Mother Teresa there.
Ow!
Well, we'll look forward to your
My name is
presence.
Bo.
Oh, indeed. Good evening. Good evening. Sir and madams.
Not my name is, God damn it.
So you walk out on the porch,
Yeah,
and they're like,
madams, ladies, you have a wonderful day.
so you guys gather up on the sidewalk and kind of.
I did quite well, actually. I did not grope. I did glare, but no groping. I kept a pleasant conversation as well. We were there, 3 or 4 minutes, and I didn't do a single thing.
Damn it.
But,
Copperhead looks at you. You're going back tonight?
yes. I'm going to drill her for information if possible.
Remember last time you went to a whorehouse, don't you?
Yes, I do. Don't remind me.
So you guys get done there, and then you can kind of mosey back to the north end of
Like
town
some hand sanitizer.
if you want, unless there's anything else you want to do.
I think I
I'll
was just going
I'll
to
use
wait.
that this
I will
evening.
go to the funeral.
You and Ramsey can officiate, or he'll pretty much say the words unless you want to do the last rites. Is that what you were going to do, or you were going to do the sermon
He
tomorrow?
already did last rites.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
already
gave him
did
the
that.
actual last rites real quick.
So
But Ramsey can go ahead and give it again.
Yeah, he'll give
just
the
gonna-
eulogy.
he can do the eulogy and stuff. I'm just going to be there by him.
okay.
And does actually anybody turn out or anything?
Actually, there's like 10 or 15 people here.
Okay.
You do notice most of them look like
Your mom.
kind of rough and ready miner types. There's probably a couple ladies that a little bit older they look like you'll kind of hear the gossip as people arrive that they own the general store. They're sisters. And he was always in there, and he was always very polite to them, so they show up to his funeral. Most of them are the miners from Canvas Town. A couple miners in town showed up. You do notice at the edge of the graveyard there are a couple of security guards, but they're not for the funeral. They're just kind of at the gate, kind of watching, maybe to make sure nothing gets out of hand with the miners from Canvas Town, that kind of thing. But they're just there. But yeah, it has something of a turnout.
Okay, and I'll ask Ramsey to make at the end when we're done, if he can make an announcement, let him know that I'll be doing a sermon on Sunday.
Oh yeah,
and I would like to kind of address the situation here and everything.
Oh, I thought.
Polish their medals. So he says, well, tomorrow, for those of you, if you'd like to spread the word, I greatly appreciate it. We will be doing our sermon tomorrow at about 10 in the morning. And this is Father Cobb. He's come into Cliffside, and he'll be here for a few days. And I would be honored, and he would be as well, if you would come and join us. And he will be giving tomorrow's sermon. And I believe, Father Cobb, you wanted to kind of say some things about this situation and how we can turn it to good, or whatever you told him to say.
Yeah, I just kind of go into like, yes, I'd just like to talk about the misunfortunate things that happen, and the need for the community to be strong in their faith and to help one each other out. And I'd like to go over that more tomorrow in the sermon. It'll be quite clear there. I hope you all can join us.
And you notice quite a few of the miners are like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. So after that, he thanks everyone for coming. You can pay your last respects. He kind of steps off to the side. Most of them just kind of had their hats off, put their hats on, kind of bow their head for a minute, and then leave. There are a couple that come up to the casket.
Okay.
And hold their hat in their hand, kind of say a few words, and then take off.
I kind of walk away from that casket to where like people are leaving,
Yeah.
and maybe try and chat with a few people.
I'll do that too. I'll use my persuasion and talk to them.
Okay. The two sisters come up, and they're like, I'm Father Cobb. How you doing, ladies? I hope you enjoy my sermon. Yeah, that's fine. Bo comes up. Hey, sweet chicks. We're in town a couple days. Nobody's killing the demon right now. But if you stay here, you'll be safe. Or you can join me down south. And I do mean down south.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then two sisters
Let's see
walk
what you've
up to
got
Father
stored
Ramsey.
up in there.
Hello, Father Ramsey.
Yeah, right.
Let's see what kind of cloth you got up in there. I got a 9.
Okay. What are you trying to persuade them?
Just kind of easing their fears. They're like, we're looking into taking care of that critter that take care of this. You heard anything? And
okay. All right.
Just kind of calm them, like
calm them and maybe get what their opinion is.
Yeah.
And stuff.
And then like, you people are strong together, and kind of like talking like.
For those of you at the funeral, as people are leaving, you can kind of hear Bose talking about stuff and Father Cobb. What you're going to get is basically everybody here thinks this was a horrible accident and there's some creature on the loose, they're thinking either a bear or a mountain lion. Mm-hmm. That's the only bone of contention. Yeah. It's a mountain lion. No, it's a bear. Bear's the only thing big enough. No, it's a mountain lion because they got bigger claws and teeth. They can rip things out. No, it's a bear. No, it's a mountain lion. That's
when I'm talking to them, I'm just actually asking them about what they know about the guy.
Yeah,
just
and what you find out,
being consultation.
Yeah,
and actually trying to learn more about who he was and stuff.
Yeah. You find out he used to work the mines, and then when Sweet Rock came in, he sold his mine to Sweet Rock for a pretty decent sum, and then they took it over, and they're still mining it, and he was kind of like, shit, oh man, I should have kept the mine. I'd be making tons of money. But now he's kind of like, he doesn't work for Sweet Rock. He found another little mine that he's working on, or he was working on, and he was doing okay, but he would have been much better to stay with his old mine. You get that from a lot of the miners in Canvas Town. That's kind of what happened. Sweet Rock came in and offered to buy their mine for a decent sum, and those of them who took him up on it, it's like, okay, here's your money. We'll take over from here. Thanks very much. So they're still mining, getting all the money, and these miners are like, damn. So now they're eking out a living with what they can at the mines they're finding now. A lot of the miners that work for Sweet Rock, it's kind of like you find out, oh yeah, we're paid a very decent wage. I mean, honestly, we do make some decent money, but it's like 12 to 18 hour days, and usually they have like maybe one day off because they want that ghost rock out of there, and whatever else they're mining, it's not just ghost rock. But
Oh, so they're actually mining ghost rock.
there is ghost rock in the hills. So, but they're also mining silver and copper and stuff like that. So they're like, yeah, but they're like, yeah, we work for Sweet Rock. We're better off than the Canvas Town guys because we are making a wage, but you work a lot, and most people only last like 2 or 3 years, and then they take whatever they've earned and leave.
Yeah, because they're spent.
Yeah, and it basically they get decent discounts at the general store, being with Sweet Rock, that kind of thing. The Canvas Town miners do not. They might have to pay a little bit more. You do, in undertones, you hear that the sisters usually take pity on the Canvas Town miners and, establish a line of credit so they can get they don't give as much of a discount as the Sweet Rock miners, but they give them a little bit of a break because they're afraid if Sweet Rock finds out about it, they're kicked out. So that's basically what you find out. But this guy here was a decent guy. He maybe drank. He maybe went to Madame Helen's, the Marble Maiden, once in a while, but he wasn't there like every night. He never got in fights with anybody. If you were working a mine, he knew you needed help. He'd be the first one to offer to help. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a shame.
I would be standing there with Cobb while you were talking to people and giving them hope and faith. And when you're kind of finished talking to them,
Slap.
standing behind you, and be like, "Were we thinking about going to Canvas Town today?"
I do believe we did mention it,
I'm standing by the coffin,
but
around people. Make sure they don't steal us like toes or something.
Everyone's taking souvenirs.
Yeah.
I imagine,
Cutting a piece
considering
off.
the light of what Bo has given us, I don't think it's actually necessary anymore.
True. All right.
Okay. Just then, most people are fine. There's a couple miners coming out. You're at the gate talking to them. You guys aren't far from the gate. Ramsey's kind of putting the gravedigger's filling in the hole, and he's kind of walking back toward the church. And you see a couple people stop and look around. And they're like, oh, crap. Roll your cognitions.
Oh boy.
Bum, bum, bum.
Space Modulator.
I just watched that the other day. I got a 7.
Wrong
7.
motion.
Okay.
10.
10.
9.
9. Okay, so everybody made it, and you really.
I got a 6.
You got a 6. Okay.
I'm talking, so.
Yeah, you're talking. Olaf, you're the first one. You're kind of standing there about ready. You just probably told one of the miners, "Oh, have a good day," and you both at the same time like, and you can hear this like
Fluttering.
sounds like a drone, like a
Like a
almost like a
didgeridoo.
hum, like a
A big bee.
something like that.
Amazon
And the-
delivery?
As it gets louder, it's starting to sound like a buzz. And as you kind of hear that, the guy's like, "Oh crap!" You guys take a second, and then you're like, "What is that? What is that noise? What is that?" And you can hear that buzzing, like a big sound of buzzing.
Right.
And as you're talking, the miner you're talking to is like,
Oh, it was the guards.
"Oh, the guards are like, oh, damn it."
What's the wrong? What?
Get inside. Everybody get it. And they start yelling. Everybody get inside. And you see these miners running. Some of them run back to the church, but a lot of them run to the nearest building. And Ramsey looks up and he's like, runs over to the front door of the church. He's like, come on, get in. And the guards are like, get in the buildings now.
Wow, what the heck's going on?
The sickle bugs are coming. Get in there.
Sickle bugs.
You don't want to be outside when they're here. Come on. You got like 2 seconds. And they run across the street.
Okay.
And then you can run back like everybody. Copperhead's like, okay. And he starts making a beeline to the church.
What about the ladies? Or
Yeah, the ladies turn around and a lot of the miners are headed back to the church.
right. Well, I'll help the ladies. I'll help anybody straggling behind.
Same here.
No, actually, they're all miners. They work for a living, and the 2 ladies are
I
actually.
was just tripping them up. Oh,
their
sorry.
30s. Come on, shove them to the ground.
Yeah.
Too bad. So you guys all go to the church, get inside, and and he closes the door. He's like, make sure all the windows are shut. People are
What
like, yep,
on earth
it.
is
on it.
going on?
Sickle bugs.
I heard that. What is a sickle bug?
Well, you'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
Do we need to sound an alarm for the rest of the town?
Oh no, this happens once a couple months or a couple times a month.
I'll go check the back door of the church too and make sure it's shut
Okay, it's shut. And
and locked.
as you guys are there, you kind of see the sky actually seems to darken a little bit, like a rain cloud coming in.
Oh, man.
And then you see what looks like bugs descend into the town. And they're like flying around. It's like a horde of locusts, like a plague of locusts. But these bugs are weird looking. I don't know if you can see this picture. And they're not quite this big. They're about as big as a fist. So I don't know if you can see this picture here.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay.
How about there?
That's better. Yep. Oh, geez.
They look like evil June bugs. I hate June bugs.
Yeah, yeah. And they come flying down, and as they land on stuff, they'll land on the windowsill, and you notice they use those front, and they're like, like trying to cut the way in, and it's like little splinters of wood, and after like a couple seconds, they give up and move on, and they land. They're like a June bug, about that big around. Mm-hmm. They land and hack at the walls. You can hear them knocking on the walls, knocking on the windows, tapping on things. And everybody's like, oh, I hate these things. Goddamn things. So everybody's kind of looking out the windows, and you see a couple of miners like, yeah, Doug, just get out of here. Tapping on the glass to make them fly off. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. So they don't see, they're just like, glad we made it inside.
What happens if you don't make it inside?
Well, they climb all over you and start pecking at you, trying to get inside.
Inside you?
Yeah, they can. Seen it done. They'll peck and bite. Take pieces off of you.
And what do they do once they're inside someone?
I don't know. Usually they eat their fill and take off. Poor sap's left to fill in the hole. You know?
What? They come every few months, you said?
Every few months, maybe a couple times a month.
Where on earth they come from?
Well, the canyon.
Gotta look at the group. Wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, some of them hide in the canyon. I think some of them up in the Kaibab forest, too. They're just around this area.
Wow. Any way to kill them?
Well, yeah, you just give them one good swat, hit them with a stick, they'll explode. The problem is, if you're going to kill one, you probably got 6 more landing on you while you're killing it.
Yeah.
So we just learn, you hear that noise, get inside as quick as you can.
What about the folks in Tent City?
Well, they usually zip up their tents, or
Those looking at the wood, they rip through the tents and stuff?
not usually. They try and get in the tents.
So they purposely go after people.
Or animals, sometimes. Mostly people.
Hell of a bug.
But they're
Yeah.
unable to tear through the tents?
It seems like they don't.
Gotta wrangle some.
Dr. Bruce was in here with you. He was at the funeral.
Oh, he was. Oh,
Bruce!
that's what we thought that sound was. Brrr.
Bruce.
Bruce.
I'm playing a eulogy song. It's a funeral dirge. It's me didgeridoo.
Oh, good shot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Dr. Bruce is looking at one out the window. He's like,
Bug science.
oh,
Yeah.
that's really bizarre. We've got something like that down under. It's a little bigger.
Bigger.
Well, yeah, of course, it's Australia. Yeah. It's a little bigger. It doesn't
peck.
No, it's got bigger pinches though, not the sickle hands. It's more like pinches. Just think of it as the nastiest mosquito you'll ever have.
Can you sense if there's any type of dark magic involved in this?
Understand.
Ben, bug science roll.
Yeah, I got that right here.
Pushing that little button.
Well, it's the only way I do my mana towel.
Push his button.
You got to push the belly button.
No.
Nope. I can try one more time if the DM allows.
Yeah, you can try one more time.
Maybe
As that hex fails outside, there's like a rumble of thunder.
No. Thunderbugs.
19. Thunderbugs.
Thunderbow, go!
I thought about it. I've got deluge. I was like, call down a divine favor.
Oh yeah, wash them
out. But then I thought, well, I might just wash out the town too.
Yeah, probably.
So 19. So 10.
15. Black Joker.
I did get a pair, so yes. So basically, I can sense if there is one and what it is.
Okay. It is not magic at all. Magic has nothing to do with this.
It'd be any sort of like that feel, a mirror, any sort of thing.
Nothing.
Yes, entomology is the study of bugs. Very good.
Yeah.
Anastasia.
So there's nothing.
No, they're interesting, unusual bugs that, as players, we would know are probably brought about by the Reckoning. Mm-hmm. But there's nothing.
Nobody summoned them.
No, nobody summoned them. They're not black magic and creation. It's just there are mutated things out there, just like a jackalope.
Right.
You know, it's like, oh, it's a jackalope.
Or
It might have like
And the man
give you
bear.
bad luck kind of stuff, but it's a
Like a
jackalope.
monkey baby.
Yeah,
Well,
and they are known as sickle bugs around here.
no, there's no ill intent other than the Reckoning itself making these things. Ungodly in their existence, but not in their summoning. At least
Alright,
that's
then.
what the Manitals tell me.
And after about 15 minutes, you notice they start to kind of move on. They start leaving. So after about 15 minutes, you see maybe one flutter by the window trying to catch up, but that's it. And the people are like, just give it another couple minutes.
I'm gonna mosey back and kind of try to chat to them and see whether anyone's tried any oil or other stuff as far as in sprayers to combat the bugs. Either
Oh,
kill them
yeah.
outright or repel them.
They've tried it. It doesn't work. They've tried oil. They've tried castor oil. They've tried actual kind of like blends of herbs and things like that that would keep bugs away. Nothing. Nothing seems to work on them.
Dynamite, I bet it worked.
No. Swarm.
Cedar chips. Sorry.
Yep. Tried it. Doesn't work. They just come and
lemongrass.
you get caught outside, you're going to get hurt. That's about it. So,
Fly swatter.
Giant fly trap. Just a big thing.
so what are you guys going to do after this?
Invest in bug spray.
Yeah.
Well, let's go check on the professor, make sure he's okay. I think that would be a good idea.
The
For our, yeah.
No.
Oh,
Haskins.
Professor Haskins?
Yeah.
Yeah, you find him.
Dead on the street.
No,
I mean, it's time for lunch anyway.
Yeah.
So.
he's actually in the general store. And when when they're gone, the two ladies, well, we better get back to the store. So they go over there, and there's like three miners, and Haskins and Sophie are kind of like in the store talking. And him and Sophie are just like, what? And he's probably actually got a notebook down, writing stuff down.
Oh, yeah.
So you basically find out the general store was here. One of the miners was watching the shop for the sisters. 2 miners and Sophie and Haskins came in. And he just, shut the door! And the other 2 miners go up and shut the door, check the windows, and they're like, what is going on?
Right.
So they were in the same situation as you. But the windows, you were in the church where they have the stained glass window, or a couple windows. The general store is like windows. So you heard the tapping, and they were just covering the windows, and they're like, oh my, that was frightening. So, the rest of the day is going to pass pretty much uneventfully.
Well, you did talk about going out Tent City, so walk around there.
Wait.
If you guys want to, you can.
That's up to you guys. I don't think it's really necessary. I'm gonna go work on my sermon and study the Bible and all that stuff.
Oh, and Ben, I won the bet. No one did.
1 quarter.
I cheated because I knew.
That's true. Yeah, I'll walk around Tent City and just kind of.
Okay, Copperhead will go with you to Canvas Town if you want.
We're doing this after lunch, so.
Yeah. Yeah, you can all have some lunch. You're going to work on your sermon. You're going to go back to the inventor. What are you going to do?
I don't know yet.
Okay. These guys are going to Canvas Town to just walk around. What are you going to do? You can go to Canvas Town with them if you want.
I think I'm
Sure.
gonna go back to the hotel and rest.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was thinking about resting, but I don't want to disturb Cobb while he's
Yeah.
writing a sermon. So yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
Back.
So you 3 go to Canvas Town. Go down there outside the gates, and yeah, you do see a lot of miners who are just like, I hate them bugs, but they're just kind of milling about. A lot of them aren't there because they're mining.
Oh, okay.
There's like 10 or 15 people wandering around, making dinner or lunch, taking a break from their own mine. They probably impress upon you that they can take breaks whenever they want.
Yeah.
So they're like, they got it good.
Yeah.
Do they know where? What's the guy passed?
Yeah, a couple of the miners will take you right to where he was, the tent over there. His tent has been taken down,
Right.
but they kind of show you where his body was found and all that. And there's a little bit of scrub brush over there, and it looks like he was. They're like, yeah, I think he was taking a piss. And that thing jumped him.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they show you where they found the body. It was a couple days ago, so. They kind of tell you, oh man, he was all messed up. And the security guards came in. Beamer was like, oh my God. He had guys watching out for Canvas Town, like patrolling Canvas Town a little bit, but they were mainly looking for this thing. Never did find any tracks, never could find it.
Right.
So they've been sleeping on watches
Oh, okay.
the last couple nights, but nothing's happened. So they're kind of like, okay. They're kind of thinking it was an isolated incident. We're still going to keep watches for a little while, but, I don't know if this thing's coming back or not.
Right.
So,
Well, I'll kind of, I don't know if I have to roll, but I'll kind of mention that we were with the buffalo people, the
Flying buffaloes.
Flying
flying
buffaloes.
buffaloes. In
Yeah.
the canyon, we encountered some of the mad bats,
oh, the devil bats?
devil bats. And I said, well, that could be, maybe it was a devil bat because it flew in and grabbed him or something.
Could have been, but they usually don't fly up this far.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, maybe you keep an eye on the sky just in case.
Oh, we have been.
Just kind of lay that hint. But
Yeah, well, he's one of the miners like, well, they ain't found no tracks, so maybe it was some sort of bird, like an eagle or something like that. I ain't never known one to attack a person, but then it was on the ground.
Yep.
So, yeah, when you say that, most of them are like, yeah, it ain't no eagle. Well, it could have been a devil bat.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for that. So,
But again, I'll try and calm them, but at the same time,
yeah.
All right. Well,
Hey, calm them. Could have been a devil bat. But it's fine. Good night, guys.
thanks.
Yeah, so
we rolled an 8, so just kind of.
they're on guard, but for
I
a
tell
good
them
reason.
too, like we killed all the soldiers killed them all off.
Yeah.
But maybe it was a straggler escaping.
So they're not put at ease, but they're at least more vigilant.
Yeah.
They're not
Just kinda
scared. They're just more vigilant.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So the rest of that day goes uneventfully. So you guys will
Who
be
runs the
Barter Town?
Yeah,
Who runs Barter Town?
who runs owns the actual whole?
Sweet Rock.
Yeah.
This operation is run by a guy named Whitaker.
Yeah, that's Whitaker.
Whitaker. Thank you.
Can't remember his first name, but Whitaker
Paul?
is the guy.
Yeah.
Walt, I think it is.
Paul.
Paul Whitaker. find out real quick because I'm 2 pages away from it. Bradley Whitaker. He runs the place.
Now, does he own the company or is he just a manager?
He's just manager of this. Sweet Rock is actually based out of Gomorrah, which is a city out west.
Okay.
And they have operations. He owns this facility. So that's basically it.
Like a chain.
Yeah, sort of. And one thing you will find out from the miners, especially in Canvastown, he does not like Indians. He hates Indians.
Weird.
So
Native American?
yeah, Native Americans he wants nothing to do with. He will. They can come into town, but they're watched. Everything they do, and if they stay like more than 2 days, they're kind of politely escorted out or made to feel like you shouldn't be here. And it usually doesn't take 2 days. Usually by that night, he usually tries to get them. He doesn't run them out of town, but he definitely makes it known that they're not welcome.
Now, are we having Indian guides come here and meet?
They're not Indians. There are Native Americans in the Grand Canyon all over.
Right.
All over this area.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought our guides were.
No, they're just 3 trapper guides. So.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll find that out. All right. The next morning is Sunday. So, Cobb, you're going to give your sermon.
One last thing. Is there a way you can kind of go down and see the mines? Is that something you can?
Really not unless you're a miner.
Okay.
Sweet Rock doesn't want you going down there.
I got you.
Number 1, if you get hurt. Number 2, they don't want you going down there and like stuffing your pockets full of ghost rock and coming back up because they can't watch everybody. So they're like, no guided tours. Sorry. And what were you going to say?
Have Dr. Bruce work with me overnight.
Okay,
again.
go ahead and make another roll.
That was the faith, was it?
Spirit. Target
Spirit.
number of 9, but you get +4 for your roll.
Right. There's a pop. 12.
Okay, so you sleep really soundly at night.
No crazy bugs in any of your dreams?
Yeah, nope, nothing like that. So next morning comes, and it's time for your sermon.
Cock-a-doodle crap.
Quite a few people show up. Even Ramsey, Father Ramsey's like, wow, we got quite a few people.
Oh, I'll probably mention that too when we're walking around Tent City. His sermon.
Oh, yeah. And they're like, oh, yeah, I heard about that. So, yeah, you've got quite a good turnout. The church is actually pretty full. And it's kind of interesting because Ramsey's like, wow, I haven't seen this in a long time. So thank you, Father Cobb.
I did go the other place last night, so
You did go to the other place last night? Okay.
just drilled them for some information. That's
Yeah. Pump them good.
Real deep.
Yeah. Yeah. And your contact's name was Deep Throat, right? Anyway, sermon on Sunday morning. Who's going? Yeah, you need to.
Yeah, I do.
You guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
The commisery of the faiths.
I'm just trying to get a Copperhead to go just in case something goes wrong.
He actually made his spirit check. He's going to go.
All right.
He rolled an 11, so he's like,
Well, just think of that. The rabble priests come over and start throwing up the whole church. We got to take them out.
well, I can take him out from the outside, too, but I'll go in.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Well-
maybe he and I could stand like just outside the doors or something and kind of. Cause I was gonna stand outside and smoke a cigar.
Oh, well, if you're doing that, he's like, oh, Lily, how you doing? Yeah, I'll light up a cigar out here. We'll just keep the door open so we can hear.
Come out there, put up a sign, no smoking.
We're in 50 feet. Yeah.
What he doesn't know won't hurt. I can't see.
Can't light the match.
Light those for me. I can't see it.
Okay, so Father Ramsey gets up and welcomes everybody to church, and he's thankful for the great turnout, and he's really thankful that they're all here. And then he turns it over to Father Cobb.
Okay. I just give basically a pretty simple sermon, and I just kind of focus on kind of the tragedy of what has happened, and then just like, I kind of dwell away from what caused it or anything like
Right.
that. I don't really dwell on that. Just the fact that there was a man who died in a savage way, you know, and that we must, as you know, as a community and as faithful, we have to, you know, be aware of each other, you know, and keep an eye on each other and help each other, you know, and not to be afraid to go, you know, ask for help or just to keep, you know, keep an eye on those, and especially those they know that may need help or something like that. You know?
Watch your neighbors and kill them if they do bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just kind of do a sermon basically kind of on that.
Okay. Roll your faith.
Isn't there a skill too for preaching, or is there?
That's faith.
Faith.
Faith, aka
You are my brother's keeper.
you're my brother's sister. Wait. We can't help him with the
18.
faith, can we?
No.
Okay.
18?
Yeah, 18.
Nice.
He
Okay.
doesn't need no help with his faith roll.
Give yourself a red chip
Nice.
for doing such an awesome roll on your sermon.
You
I
got
had
the
a
chips,
red
Dale.
too, I forgot. I'm gonna turn it into pennies for brownie points. That's a red chip is how many?
You guys crack. I got a Benny. I'm going to turn it in for brownie points. Okay, that's Savage Worlds and Ghostbusters. Not this.
We know what we're
Bounty
talking
points and fate chips. There you go. Yeah, you did an awesome roll, Brad. So they kind of listen to that, and it's almost like by the end of it, you see the dirty, grizzled miner next to the Sweet Rock employee, like, I love you, man. I got your back.
Interesting.
So, after the sermon's done, you know, everybody does their prayers and stuff like that, and everybody feels good, and you guys can walk out.
Chips and spam, please.
About 3 in the afternoon, you guys are probably hanging around the Standard Hotel.
So we explode.
Yeah, probably gathering there, and you see 3 riders come up from the main gate and kind of pull up outside the hotel and get down. Real rough and dirty looking types. I mean,
me a
like they've
warm
been
milk with
on
a
the
hair in it.
road, but they're wearing like deerskin jackets and breeches and big grizzled beards and, you know, just dust everywhere. They kind of get off their horse, and I think they're dirtier than their horse. You know,
They take a step back into the dust cloud.
yeah,
form.
yeah. They're like just clouds of dust coming off, and they get off, and they're kind of laughing, and yeah, kind of like boisterously laughing and stuff like that. And they kind of get off their horses and start walking up. So if you guys are outside the hotel, or if you'd be inside the hotel, doesn't
Probably outside
matter.
Probably
having a
inside
cigar.
the hotel.
Yeah, probably
Probably
inside.
up in my room. So.
Okay. Dr. Haskins and Sophie are probably down there just kind of visiting.
I'd be down with them.
Yeah.
Sitting around. So
These 3 guys come in, and Dr. Haskins looks up and kind of, oh, like, we made it, Doc. We're a little late, but hey, we're earlier than we were supposed to be. And they're like, he's like, oh, great, thank you,
These are our guys.
folks. These are our guides for the Grand Canyon.
Oh, I stand
shoot
up.
and kill each one of them.
Yeah, good. Probably won't even
I
notice.
stand up, shake their hands. Well, drink to get the road off a bit. I kind of most of the
Yeah, when you shake their hands, it's like poof, you know. But they're real, they hearty handshakes and everything like that. Just real friendly guys.
get them some drinks and
Yeah, they introduce themselves as Dakota Jack Edmonds and his brothers Bob and Lyle, who are twins. And they-
Dakota, Bob, and Lyle.
yeah,
And Bob
Dakota,
and Lyle are
Jack,
twins.
Bob, and Lyle.
Dakota, Jack.
Larry, and this is my other brother, Larry.
They all seem to be missing at least 3 teeth in different spots. And they got the big grizzled beards. And they're just kind of like, they look dirty, but they're the friendliest guys you're ever going to meet. They're just like, well, nice to meet you. How's it?
Me too. Just like a bath.
Yeah, we would love to take a bath before we hit the canyon. That's for sure.
This is why the shower was invented, because
Yeah.
they're just going to turn it to mud.
Yeah. So they show up and they're like, well, we're here. And he's like, great, when can we leave? And I'm like, well, how about tomorrow morning? First thing is whenever you're ready. He said, well, that's wonderful. That's fantastic. That's great. And, well, we're going to we've been on the road trying to get here as fast as we could. We're going to go back and get some rooms, take some take some nice long hot baths, and then probably get a spell of sleep in before we head out tomorrow. I recommend you folks get a big old breakfast because we're gonna need it. We're not probably gonna have a home cooked meal for quite a few days.
Fair enough.
So they pretty much make their greetings and are like, yeah, we already got our boats all set up down for the Colorado River. So we'll take we already set up with Sweet Rock, but we'll check in with them after we get our baths and make sure that it's okay. They're going to lower us down so we can get into the canyon, get all that situated. So, and we don't have to take a ride around. We'll just go down here and get to the boats and head on. He's like, well, that sounds great. Thank you so much. He's like, nope, no problem. Good to see you, Doc. And they're like, Ms. Sophie. And they actually like bow and like shake her hand, almost like a comedic Ms. Sophie, but they're just very friendly, likable guys. So they kind of, when they come in, they got spurs and rope hanging off their belts. I mean, these guys are like, they live out there. So they come in, they get settled, and Dr. Haskins is like, well, how about a celebratory dinner this evening? We'll order some food. And
Sounds wonderful. I'll help you out with it if you like.
Certainly.
Sophie and I were talking about taking a walk on Whitaker's Walk this evening.
Oh,
Heard it's
No,
a pretty beautiful sight, and this will be the last time we get to see it before we're in the bottom of the canyon. So,
I will be.
wants to join us?
Would be happy to join you.
I'd be happy to join you.
All right. They're like, well, let's have dinner about 5.
See you there.
So you guys can pass the time, let Cobb know what's going on about
God,
5
we're eating,
o'clock.
and then we're going to go for a walk. Then we're going to bed. Then we're getting up and running like crazy.
Okay.
So you
Good
guys
breakfast.
have your dinner. It's pretty relaxed. They're like, oh, it's so good. The guides are here. The guides don't join you for dinner. They're too tired. But they're like, you go ahead. We'll have a big breakfast.
Sounds good, too.
Sign up to the room or something.
Oh, they're sleeping.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, they do get a couple sandwiches. Like after their baths, you'll see them come in and get a couple big sandwiches and wolf those down. And then they go do their thing and come back. You can tell when they come back, they're like, all right, we're going to bed. They look dog tired.
Are you down here?
I'll come down for dinner and everything, and then he tells me they're gonna go for a walk and where, and I'll probably go, oh, yeah, well, let's go off for a walk too.
Yeah, probably go. We want to extend another day here in case. We could probably extend it.
Nah, let's get going. I say.
Now they're all planned to be taking off tomorrow.
We'll leave on time.
Just considering the other person visiting town, I didn't know how you felt about that.
Well, like he said, just wait for us to show his cards. Mm-hmm. I think that's our best bet.
Yeah, Copperhead's like, if he is following us like we think he is, he's going to follow us into the canyon.
well, you did mention how special the other father was, didn't you? He's got as much faith as you.
Oh.
Father Ramsey.
Should he be informed of?
Oh, I never did think of
The
that.
father. So, yeah, you go over to Father Ramsey and you can role play that out if you want.
Yeah,
so you
we
know
can.
what you want to say to him. He's like, oh, Father Cobb.
Yeah, that could be an interesting conversation.
Yeah, could be. Father Cobb, nice to see you again.
He goes, sorry to bother you after all the events from today and from yesterday,
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
He goes, there's something I want to talk to you because we're going to be leaving tomorrow.
Oh, you are?
And someone brought to my attention that I should probably mention a few things to you.
All right.
Mind if I come in?
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
I kind of go on in, kind of sit down on one of the pews or whatever.
Yeah, he's like, we can talk here, or we can go back to the rectory or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I know what goes on back there. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Bring out that wine.
Yeah. He's like,
He goes, you seen these preacher fellas from
oh,
California?
Lost Angels?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
You know much about them?
Not a lot, but from what I've heard, I've heard things that might not be good. Church of Lost Angels isn't exactly... It's not a Catholic church, for sure. and it may not be a church at all.
Is it even a Christian one?
It says it is, but I've heard rumors that make me definitely second guess that.
He goes, well, there's one of them. What do you call Brother Jacob?
Yeah.
Brother Jacob is one of the three.
All right.
And he goes, we've had some dealings with him.
Oh, really?
And he goes, before we left Salt Lake City, Professor Haskell was showing off some of these artifacts for this expedition sort of thing.
Okay.
When some men tried to basically busted in and tried to hijack or steal the stuff.
All right.
Holding the people there that were in the conference as part of the hostages and such.
Oh, my.
Well, we dealt with him, but when I interrogated one of the men and convinced him to, in good faith, tell us who was behind all this, and well, he just said he didn't know exactly who it was, but he described him, and it was exactly to the T. This man, this brother Jacob.
Oh, really?
And we saw him upon leaving too at the hotel.
Oh.
Or at the railroad station.
Oh, okay.
And then on our way here, we had a strange encounter with some wildlife, some coyotes.
Okay.
According to one of our entrepreneurs in our group, he could sense that there was a certain amount of black magic that may have been involved
Oh, really?
in controlling them.
That kind of falls in with some of the rumors I've heard about these lost angels.
Well, this brother Jacob, we think he is definitely involved in such a thing. And he's also pretty strong-willed, too.
Ah.
I attempted to use the good Lord's name to invoke him to tell the truth about what was going on, and he was able to resist it quite well.
Really? Sounds like a formidable opponent.
Well, I just want to let you know, keep your eye out for him.
I will. I will.
Be careful and be aware of it.
Well, I'd like to let you know, you said 3 of them?
Yes.
There's more than 3 here.
Well, how many?
I've seen at least 8 at different times over the past couple days.
Holy cow.
So I don't know if they're going to make a move against you, but definitely be aware of that.
Well, I'm glad I came to talk to you about that. We only knew of the 3.
Yes, there's more.
All right, then.
These Lost Angels, I've heard that there have been many odd stories about them. I guess you could say passing their miracles off when in fact they're much darker, like black magic.
Mm-hmm.
So they're very good at making people think they're good Christian folk, God-fearing men and women. But I don't think they are. I've also heard tell that they have these huge feasts, these banquets on Sundays in the city of Lost Angels. I've heard rumors that there's not a lot of cattle in that area, or pigs, or anything like that. There do seem to be a lot of missing persons cases in the city of Lost Angels. If you take my meaning, if you believe those rumors. They could be just rumors, but I've heard too many to discount them.
Well, I know of, I've heard of other stories about, maybe not an entire cult, but at least men partaking in that type of flesh.
Yeah.
Use the God phone to get a hold of me if anything happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then. Well, I don't see you on the way back. It has been good to meet your acquaintance.
He shakes your hand, and he's like, yes, if you're on your way back by, please stop in and let me know all is well. And if I'm ever in Tennessee, I'll look you up.
Well, Memphis will be the place.
Memphis. All right.
You damn Yankee.
Yeah.
All right, get out, Reb. So yeah, you guys. He's like, well, thank you for that information. I will definitely keep an eye on him.
Okay.
If he's been following you, do you think if you leave Cliffside, he might leave here?
Well, I imagine he will leave here. I believe he will follow us.
No, keep
But
an
you
eye-
never know. Perhaps one or two of his associates might linger behind.
I'll definitely keep an eye on that. Thank you. Well, pleasant travels, and may the Lord watch over you, Father Cobb.
Same to you.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead. Head back.
You tell about the demon.
Yeah, when you get back. So you told him about the demon, right?
Fuck!
That's what I was like.
Yes, Father Cobb. So, okay. You guys meet with Dr. Haskins and Sophie and walk down to Whitaker's Walk. It's sunset, getting actually really right after dusk when you get down there. So they've got torches lit and stuff like that. It is really, as you guys look out at night again, now it's at night with the moon up above, and it's like, wow, that is really kind of impressive, majestic, beautiful all at once. So it is kind of like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
And you see a little bicycle, the kid on it, and a little stuffed animal in the front.
Yeah. Shoot that guy down.
Yeah.
So as you kind of look out over it, you're like, oh, that's really nice. So they kind of start down at the southern end and kind of meander up Whitaker's Walk. There's hardly anybody out here. In fact, there's nobody out here. It's late at night. Most of the mining crews are in for the night. So you guys kind of have the walk all to yourself. So as you get to the middle, it's like, oh, yeah, this is nice. Then they're like, well, why don't we just go ahead and walk up to the north and cross back over to the hotel. So as you get up to the northern part of the Whitaker's Walk, everybody make a cognition check.
Yeah, I'm looking up in the sky.
By the way, still, I did set up Gateway in the hotel.
Oh, okay.
I can go up to 10 miles, so it's just a...
Okay. So what is that? You cast a gateway and you just go right to the hotel?
I can transfer up to 10 miles to that location as long as I marked it.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
And then one other thing I did during the day is get some wood to take with us.
I thought
I thought that was last night. Yeah.
Sorry, Tower Junkie. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys are walking along the walk,
Oh, wait. I didn't make it.
okay. Well, what'd you roll?
23.
6.
32.
Gee, many crimes.
8.
Okay.
5.
I remember you talking about a door.
Apparently, I got blinded by my own matches when
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you guys are walking, you two hear footsteps. Like,
Who? Me and
no, Olaf and
you.
Kelvin, since you
Olaf
rolled
and
so high. You do
Just
hear.
popped once and didn't pop again. So
And you rolled what?
D12.
Oh, okay.
23.
So you guys hear footsteps kind of step onto the walk a little ways behind you. And then you hear a couple more footsteps step onto the walk ahead of you. Because what leads up to Whitaker's Walk is just dirt, packed dirt. And then you're on the wooden walk. And you hear a couple sets of foot, and it's a couple sets. So you hear clunk, 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 clunk behind you, clunk, 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 clunk ahead of you. People are walking onto the walk around you.
We're being surrounded,
I turn and look behind
With
myself.
front and back.
You say that?
Yes.
I turn and look behind me and I tell Olaf to keep ahead. Look in front.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So as you guys see,
Now,
says
on this,
that-
I was going to say something. I could have get it worded right earlier, but I was going for this evening walk. I was bringing my 2 rifles.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're armed,
Yeah.
you're armed.
I got
yeah.
my arm, but I don't have my rifle. I just got my pistol
Yeah, I just have my pistol.
Okay.
and my shotgun.
Okay. So, do you have your shotgun and pistol with you?
I have my sawed off, my pistol, and my knives.
Okay. So everybody's pretty much
And my
armed.
stick of dynamite. That's always with me.
Okay.
Don't blow
Well,
up
we
the
know
walk
there's a
while we're
guy
on
flying
it.
around. We know there's something flying around, so...
So as you kind of look up ahead and look behind, and you guys can start hearing this too. And
I'll say
when they
something.
point it out, you guys look.
I hear it. I'll say something's coming.
Okay.
You see people in the darkness kind of in black. And as you look, they're wearing black suits. And it does look like they have a little white spot, like a priest. Kind of stepping onto the boardwalk around you.
Why does that sound ominous? They're priests.
Well, they're all
Spanish
wearing,
Inquisition.
they're all wearing 6 guns. A couple of them have big clubs. One guy, you can see the glint of a Bowie knife. And they kind of walk onto the Whitakers walk with you and kind of surround you guys. So the only thing to your back is the ledge. So, and Haskins and Sophie are like,
But there's a railing, right? Remember?
there is a railing, but it's like, oh. And you see Haskins draw his pistol and Sophie draws her rifle. Because she had it kind of on a sling. She kind of pulls it up.
I pull my gun and my stick of dynamite and hold my dynamite stick out in front of me.
I'm gonna, as soon as they said something, and I kind of noticed, I'm gonna cast at least one of my smite to start with.
Oh, okay.
If I can do that before any rounds.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Actually, probably. Stick, pull. Did I mention I was smoking a cigar?
So am I.
Oh, wait.
For the evening out here, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
That's why
Or we go up there. Can we say, "Can I help you, gentlemen?"
one of these guys. Oh, and you notice there are 9 of them. It said, Haskins, take it.
he's got that necklace on, doesn't he? Because that's what he was playing with.
And he's like, oh. And Sophie gives him this look like, damn it. And they start charging. So,
I was thinking about putting on my infrared goggles, but there's more of us here than
yeah.
just.
I've done.
So that would be quickness, yes?
As they were coming
I'm sorry, what are we doing?
Well, they just stepped out, so we are going to go into rounds, so you will have to make that in action.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so it is a new round, right?
Yes, first round.
And I did make, when I made this smite, I got it, and I got a raise.
Okay.
So it bumps up my strength 2 spots.
I don't think I get to go. I rolled a 6 and 2 1s.
Oh,
Oh,
Nope, you don't. You don't get to go.
Damn it.
I rolled an even 15.
still looking, trying. Oh, that cigar
I rolled
keeps
a
going
4
out.
and 1, so I did a 1 for participating, but what's everybody else?
What'd you roll?
A 4 and a 1, so just,
That's a bust. Your target number is 5.
Yep. So I rolled a 1 too.
well, I get 1 for participating, though.
No, you rolled a
No?
1.
You rolled more 1s than successes. It's a bust.
You don't get any cards.
It's even amount. I only had 2 die.
4 and a 1.
Right. A 4, which
Yeah.
you needed a 5, so it's
Okay.
not a success.
Yeah.
Not a success.
And a 1.
Okay.
When,
As long as you had a
Alright, so-
success.
Yeah, if you had a success, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
I failed
Wow.
as well.
You
Great.
Just sit over here and suck.
So all of you,
We all
Just have
failed.
to
no, I didn't
Stand
fail. I
there.
rolled
Okay.
15.
looking imposing.
You failed too?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Nice, huh?
Terrible.
Okay.
Okay. So,
So they-
Aces.
oh,
well, that's nice.
Let's see. I'll just put them over here.
Please be Sophie. Please be Sophie.
No.
Please be Haskins. Please be Haskins.
Yeah.
Please believe anybody that's an NPC other than the bad guys.
No.
Nope.
Where's
It's
Doctor?
the demon.
Doc Bruce is at the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Hotel.
I'm tired.
Good day.
Besides, I have a feeling I'm going to be busy later. So I'm going to take a nap. Okay, so let's see. Yep. All right, they're going to act as a big group. So one of them is going to shoot at you.
They're gonna cabaret.
Yeah. One of them is going to shoot at you.
Okay.
One of them is going to shoot at Copperhead. One of them is going to shoot at you. And
Go ahead. You can't get me.
Those are probably the three big. They know those are the three big threats right now. So they're going to shoot at me, you, and you. And then the rest of them are going to charge up and try and attack. And they have a pace of 8, and they're really not. So they're going to run up and hit the rest of you with something. Either a club or a knife, something. So we'll resolve the shots first.
Olaf and Mike are going to get clubbed.
Yep.
Okay.
You're going clubbing. So shoot. Okay, Copperhead was going to take 2 to the guts. He's going to spend a red chip to negate that. Okay.
Is the red chip the one that gives the...
Oh, you spent a red chip. No,
Not for spinning wounds.
You're going to take one in the gizzards. For, ooh,
Who is?
11. You're going to take 1 wound to the guts.
And a white chip.
He said, nah.
Got it. Not today, Satan! Okay. The rest of you are going to get hit, and let's see here.
I got my fingers in it.
Mike is about to finger things.
Woo!
What?
Fingerama!
Red chip.
Olaf, do you have fighting?
Fighting. Let me find here.
It's under your nimbleness.
Nimbleness, yeah.
At the
Brawling
bottom.
or fighting.
Middle bottom.
Oh, yeah, I got brawl 2 and knife of 3,
Okay, so
but I don't have any.
2.
I don't have any chip to dodge with.
You can. It
Unless
still
that's
adds to
still-
his resistance. So instead
Oh,
of a 5,
the
he gets a
The
7.
resistance.
Yeah. Makes his.
To your right arm. He's going to come up with a club and just wallop you on the right on the bicep there.
This is how you beat your preacher.
Preacher beater?
So you're -1 on your rolls.
I will chip that.
Okay. Lily, what is your fighting rated at?
My fighting for brawling is 2.
He's going to hit.
And I have armor, so let me know.
What's your armor at?
Depends on where you hit me.
Lower guts?
Oh, hell. I would have, yeah. I forgot about mine. Duster.
yeah.
We're in.
Oh, okay.
There's the
We can get that white chip
duster.
I can't remember. I can't rewind.
I got my gun out too.
Oh,
Don't forget I got a gun out too.
We rind.
well, because I spent the chip, so it.
Oh,
It
We're
should
running,
cover.
we're walking,
I
so
have the
we're on
duster and I have the impenetrable vest.
Well, that covers your guts.
Yeah, that covers my guts as well. And the
And what's the armor rating on
Duster
that?
should.
2?
trying to. It's page armor 1 to guts.
Armor
For the
1.
vest.
Okay. All right.
But the duster covers that area too, doesn't it? If it's
It's just the 1. Yeah.
That's why I didn't bring my rifle though, because I wore my duster. Because it's hard to sling the rifle over.
The bullet, or he hits you with the Bowie knife in the gut, and it clink, like glances off because of
does.
your impenetrable.
Yeah, it does.
All right. And Mike,
Yes.
you have fighting?
2.
Okay.
My sword came.
Okay, one of them comes up and with the stick clocks Dr. Haskins in the head and kind of like, oh, but he doesn't go down, took a wound, but he's kind of like fighting him off. And Sophie comes up and tries to swing at him and misses. And then one tries to swing at Sophie and misses. So they're over there getting tussled by a couple of guys.
Okay.
So, all right. That was aces.
Yeah.
Kings.
Kings.
Get 'em.
Am I close to where like Haskins and Sophia are?
Yeah, you're probably right there.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead with my cudgel, my walking stick.
Yeah.
And basically kind of run up.
Clock the
and
guy.
Try and clock one of them.
Guess it doesn't matter which one. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Come on, baby.
Let's do the twist.
And since they are attacking Sophie and Haskins, you are probably from behind them. So target number 5.
Okay.
Their fighting doesn't enter into it.
I got a success.
Okay.
13.
In an arm. 17,
Broken arm.
right? Ouch. Okay. So that one, you come up with your stick and you wallop him right in the arm. Where he's like, crack, whack, and actually, he drops his stick. I mean, you wailed on his arm. Did almost 3 wounds. So he kind of like shouts out and backs up. So that's.
And I'll probably yell something like, "Now this is a real Irish fight."
There you go. All right. That was Kings, Queens. Okay, what are you doing?
Fire.
At who?
The group of people in front of me with my scattergun.
Oh, your scattergun. Okay. So, yeah, they're within definitely 5 yards. So go ahead and roll your shooting. And I think, yeah, you had +2 for shotguns.
There's one pop. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I need a roll location. It's everywhere.
That way.
That way. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll location.
That's where the main hole is.
It would be 11, excuse me.
11? Okay, so I'm leaving.
I can adjust it, can't I?
What'd you roll on your roll?
17?
To hit?
17.
Yeah, you can put it in the gizzards.
Yep.
Okay. And you are within range for 5d6 damage.
Shoot him in the heart.
Maybe they'll just fart.
Now, this is shot, right? Not slugs.
This is shot. This is ball shot.
Okay. Yours are 2, shotgun, or is it a slug that you're firing?
In my sawed off, it's pellets.
Well, what
3
about your
pops.
big... Oh, do you have your big shotgun?
I didn't bring the.
No,
Okay.
she did.
All right.
I had the sawed off and the pistol with me right now. And knights.
3 pops.
Okay.
I love it when you pop, baby.
4 pops.
No.
Plus 4.
Okay.
There's 6s.
You fold? You fold
6,
DMD?
12, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
Okay, you blow one guy away. Basically, a hole appears in his chest, and he just blood spurts and falls back dead. The other 2 might take some pellets, but they're not.
He absorbed most of it.
Yeah, they were far enough away. You weren't going to take out all 3 guys.
Right.
You killed 1. So, all right.
Yeah, I dropped the gun.
All right.
Shot.
Jax. Okay. Copperhead draws both guns and kills another guy. Once he takes both of them in the head. So it basically blows the top part of his head off. And the guy just falls to the ground. So that was Jack's 10s.
So
10s, 9s, 8.
It's just you and. Or no, I guess you got more.
Yeah, just us 2 down
Am I
here.
standing next to you?
We're all in a group. So.
Yeah, you're all in a group, so she's
On
not
the
far
wall.
away.
Yeah.
Dynamite stick. Cigar.
Okay.
And
All
just-
right.
We got this much time to fight, folks.
Oh my god.
And I just glare at them. I ain't got the stare, but
You notice they don't even. They just look at it like, okay,
excellent.
does not. frighten them
One
at
of you will be exploding.
all. You notice Copperhead glances at that and looks at you.
Just wait. I got this.
Like, I will shoot that out of your fucking hands.
I
It's gonna go, or I will shoot you over that ledge if it's gonna go. I'm not ready to
Don't
die.
go bust next
It's going
round.
over the ledge. Don't worry.
So 7s, 7. They are going to attack in the upper guts.
Okay, so I got armor on then.
Okay. What is your armor at?
It's 2,
Same as mine.
and then I've got a size of 7.
Size of 7. Okay. So nothing for you, Cobb. You have an armor of 2,
Armor 2.
size of 6.
Yes.
Now, was ours the same then? I had the light coat, and you said armor 2.
Yeah,
And he
it's
had-
still got the same
okay.
amount of armor. It's just his is a duster, so it covers his legs.
Oh, okay.
Yours covers like
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Upper and lower.
It was
guys.
your mommy daddy button.
And arms.
Cobb, your size is 7?
Yeah, he's-
I have got a
Peaches bigger
gift.
than your peach.
yeah.
That's a gift.
Yeah.
You will take 1 wound to the leg.
I will not.
Okay.
You will not.
You will not. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
Good.
7.
Bocce or
Yeah.
Okay. Copperhead takes 2 shots at another one, both in the guts. He drops to his knees. Probably not going to be living much longer. So he took 4 wounds, so he's not feeling good. 6s.
Oh, the other ones didn't hit us?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about you guys.
Trying to be honest.
Yes, thank you for being honest. Now you die.
Now you die.
Oh, you lucky son of a bitch. You take 1 wound.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
Lily, you are
Good
going
night,
to take a
Irene.
club to the arm.
You're like,
And
wham.
you have armor,
Wham.
correct?
I do have armor for my arms. It says -4 total damage, arms and guts.
Okay. You take no damage. You rolled a 4.
Bonk.
So whap!
I'm a robot.
Why am I the only one that didn't do anything?
You should
So-
like Twitch, just like,
Well, I-
okay.
The girls from the Marble Main, she is a robot, I told you.
We do want her to be our bouncer.
And you're going to take a club to the head.
Oh, wonderful.
So,
Boot to the head.
you're going to take 2 wounds to the head.
You dumped him in his head.
No, he's not.
No, I'm not. Damn it.
Okay.
Chips.
The cultist that hit Haskins in the head, and then you hit him in the arm, backs off. The one who is fighting Sophie and missed reaches over and grabs Haskins by the shirt and tugs, and it rips the shirt. But you see that necklace is Haskins is wearing it.
That emerald and turquoise.
That emerald
Oh,
turquoise.
okay.
He's wearing it because he didn't want to put it in his safe and have it stolen. So it rips the shirt and it's right there.
Okay.
So he does that.
He didn't want to put it in the safe and have it stolen.
Yeah, he's like, well, I'll wear the damn thing. Damn it. That's
Nobody
why.
can get that.
That's why when they get text and they're like, "Get it," and Sophie's like, "You son of a bitch." He's like, "I'm sorry." Okay, so that was the rest of 7s. 6, 5.
Oh my god.
Damn.
3 and a 2.
Don't worry, he's on your side.
Oh, okay.
He does a wound to one guy's gut and a wound to one guy's left arm. So the guy kind of helps out.
Who is this?
Frank shot one of the
Oh, okay.
brothers, hit him once in the chest and once in the arm, did a wound each. And then 4s.
Oh. Who's that?
It's Frank.
Oh,
Okay.
Save something for somebody.
Well, another one drops dead. 2 bullets right into his chest.
Center mass always works.
So, pow! 3s? There you go.
I am gonna go ahead. That guy that's grabbed Haskell.
Oh, that ripped his shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of whatever, just twirl over and go for him.
Yeah, with your stick.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It's called whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-brother.
Whack-a-brother.
Waka 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 waka.
6.
6 to hit.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can do that.
I can do that.
Location.
Oh, location.
It's all about location.
It's all about location.
Location.
15.
I almost did it too.
Big whammies, big whammies.
No whammies, no.
I'd rather you not say that. Oh, wait. That does.
Say it again. Don't say it. Strike blind.
Can you do a mass strike blind? Is that a thing?
Mass strike blind. Yeah, everybody in the
19.
area.
Everybody in the area.
19?
19.
Is that what your location? was that-
Location's
15
15.
15 was
15 was location. Okay, yep, guts. So 19. You whack, and you hear something. A couple things snap.
nice.
You basically just did CPR on him with a cudgel. You hear 3 of his ribs snap, and he just kind of staggers back like, oh! to his knees. He's like the other guy. He's not going to be
Those
able to fight
mashers.
anymore. Yeah, just imagine that cudgel's like, whack, and you hear it snap.
Blarney Stone.
His breastbone. Yeah,
He just reset his heart rhythm.
yeah.
Right? I was like, do it right the right
Two
time.
dead.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2s. Go ahead.
How many people are in front of me but not on me? Do I have room to run up into a group? Basically, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you could.
That's my goal: is to advance in and start knife fighting.
The three that were shooting at you guys are probably together, so you're going to charge them.
Yep.
Okay.
I have knife fighting as a specialty.
How long was the fuse on your dynamite?
1 minute.
1 minute?
Yep.
Oh, jeez. That's like the whole fight.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Should have been shorter, maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah, 1
Said it
minute
was a
is
slow
like,
fuse.
yeah, they'd be like, "Pff, okay.
What is a round again? It's like
10
3
seconds.
seconds.
10 seconds.
I think it's like 6 seconds.
6, yeah.
So a 30-second fuse.
Yeah, that would
Second
be 5
fuse would be
rounds.
okay.
What I'm going to do is pitch the dynamite over the rail
Okay.
and then charge into the middle.
But
And
you've got like 5 rounds. Because this is only 1 round.
I'm going to stand there holding a live stick.
of five.
I thought I was going to be able to throw someone over the rail with a stick of dynamite in it. So
Well, you got 5 more rounds to try and manage that.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll run in, try to grab someone and drag them to the rail.
Okay, so you go up and grab a guy, start hauling him back.
Yep.
Okay, make an opposed strength check.
Okay.
Schwarzenegger over here. Got it?
Right. Oh, there it is.
22.
You rolled a 15. So when you grab this guy, you're like, get over here. And it's like, I said, get over here.
Yeah.
I mean, he actually plants himself, and you're like, oh, shit. He's stronger than you thought he was.
Good.
But you do get him over to the rail.
Okay.
So that's the end of the round.
Right.
Quicknesses.
Try this again.
Dude, what
Pops.
Not
At
bad.
least we all get to play this time.
Not bad.
Yes.
Or like, whoa, whoa, oh, like half of them are, oh, okay. They're okay. I like the cudgel. They don't, but I like the cudgel.
I like Smite.
That's
Yeah,
smart.
it's the first time I ever really got to use it.
Oh, is that what you've been using?
Yeah, it bumped me up from 46 strength to 40-10.
Holy cow.
And if I had a chance, I can use Dervish And that, if I get
Spinning.
grants, it'll give me more tax.
It's a very dervish.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it would. I was going to use it for the last one, but then I was like, I better get this guy first, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody got your cards?
Yep.
Aces.
You got 2 of them. What do you got?
I have a spade and a diamond.
And I've got a heart.
And I've got a spade. Okay. Spade. What do you
Spades
doing?
go first.
Wrestling that guy to the rail. And
Okay.
I'm going to try to dop him in the head. I got my knife in my hand, but I'm just going to punch him.
Okay.
Try to not knock him out, but make him loopy.
Okay.
You know?
Well, your strength is so big, you could probably just lift him over the rail if you want. You could try.
Well, I could say shove dynamite in his clothes and throw him over the rail.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to take the stick of dynamite, shove it in his belt,
Yep.
and lift him over?
Yep.
Okay. So that'll be your 2 aces, and ace of spades here.
It is like an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
I'll say to him as he get over, get to the chopper!
I get to see him like, hold these.
Yeah.
You won't be back.
Let's see.
With or without a one.
Oh, Helen back.
So how many left? How many are actually left?
You'll have to say.
1,
Toss that
I think
over.
there should be 5 left.
5 left.
Or no, there were 9 that attacked, so there should be 4 left.
Is that including the one going over the cliff?
Then there will be 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
All right. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, really?
Really?
Have we been able to notice at all if any of them are Father Jacob or Brother Jacob?
You haven't noticed.
Okay.
Copperhead shoots one, glances his forehead, and the other one hits him in the arm. And you see him kind of like drop to a knee. And it looks like he's going for something in his belt.
Who?
The brother.
Okay.
So, you stick of dynamite, make a strength check.
Hold this.
23.
Okay. You lift him over.
Say hello to your mother.
Say he'll be actually dead before the dynamite goes off.
It's even better.
I said, well, I'll wait the cards. Hey!
That's the point.
Yeah, this thing was how deep?
Grand
Quite a
Canyon.
Off the edge?
Yep, Grand Canyon. That was aces.
Nope.
Oh, you had an ace too.
So are these 2 guys? Are they down? The 2 that were fighting with Sophia and
Yes.
Haskell.
Yeah,
Those are
one
the-
you broke his rib. The other one is holding his arm, and it looks like he's trying to reach for something too. But
So it looks like he's still in.
he's still in. He's just hurt real bad in the arm.
Okay. Can I do a quick glance to see what's going on before I decide what to do? Or
You could put it up your sleeve.
no, I just want to see if I
use
know
this
what
card
else
to
is going on.
see.
Like, do I see that one guy that's reaching down doing
Yeah,
something?
you take a quick glance. He's reaching for something in his belt. This guy's reaching for something in his belt.
I guess they're both reading. All right, I'll just whack this guy again. The one that's nearby.
Okay.
That still looks like he's in it.
Other arms?
Oh, so this was the guy hit first time in the arm, right?
Yeah.
I said no!
And you hit him in the same arm.
Oh,
Oh! What a dick move.
It's just 9.
Okay. So you hit him in case like, ow! So there's that.
Quadruple bone by
Kings. Copperhead is going to shoot at the guy who's grabbing for something.
Blew his arm off. Oh, you some popping, didn't you?
Oh my god, he missed both times.
Oh, that was a miss.
Holy crap.
He rolled a 4 and a 3 out of 5d12. Well, that sucks. He's like, "Bow!"
Yeah.
Okay.
He sees that guy go over the rail. He's like, what?
He's like, "Bow! Damn it, wrong target." All right. Queens. Queen of
Clubs.
clubs.
You guys keep doing that.
Simultaneous.
Simultaneous?
Yep, simultaneous.
Going back into the fray. 18.
To hit.
Yep.
Okay. Location.
3.
Put it in the lower guts.
Okay.
And that was in the guts, so he takes a wound to the guts. Queen of clubs over here. The guy that Copperhead shot, and he's down on the ground, and the guy facing you, who they take something out of their pocket or their belt, and they throw it on the ground.
Oh, geez.
One right in front of you, and one over towards the group. And you see when it lands.
Is it like a free taco night?
Yeah.
Coupons.
It's a taco night.
It's a get out of jail free card. It lands, and as it does, it kind of tumbles for a second, and as it does, there's this whitish light that kind of comes off of it, and as it comes to a stop, it erupts into a pillar of light, and you see what looks like an angel, like a glowing, amorphous humanoid shape with these wings, these big feathery wings, and like a sword, and it catches on fire.
It's Gabriel.
And it basically kind of looks like it's going to stand off. You. Who has faith? Wow, okay. All of you make a faith check. Your target number is 11.
14.
Really?
Damn.
I did some worshiping last night.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Only a 5. I'm assuming these are not added.
Nope, highest one.
5.
Yeah, listen to him. Yeah. Nope.
25.
Oh.
Give it to Cobb. All right. You, Lily,
I have no faith.
and Olaf and Copperhead are kind of like, that's an angel. What's going on here? You, who made it, you don't see the white light. You do it first, and then it turns to basically splatters of blood. And as it lands, there's like a gooey mass of blood that kind of bubbles up. And out of that rises a skeleton. And it's covered in blood.
Oh, wow.
And it's like this really like sharp canines. You can see the red dots where there's some unholy energy powering it. It's got like straggles of hair and bits of flesh. And it's got huge like claws, like fingertips.
Yeah.
And it kind of stands up and just kind of starts moving. So,
Roll our guts.
Dodge.
yes, for
Guts.
those of you who made that roll, the faith users, roll guts, target number of 9.
Where's guts? Oh,
You can add your grit. We
I was going to
don't have
ask,
to.
though, because Lily would think that thing's got wings.
Yeah.
Can I do a smarts or an the first thing that popped into my head was, I don't think that really is an angel.
It's a good point.
I think that's the thing with wings, and I think it's a demon.
Roll your spirit.
My
Your
spirit?
target number is going to be 15, though. Because you don't have faith per se.
Oops. That was me dropping it. 15, you said?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so as far as you know, it is an angel.
Okay.
It does have wings, though.
So I'm suspicious, but
So you guys,
I got
did you make
guts
it?
of 20.
Okay, got it.
11.
Got it. Okay. So you see that, and you're like, what
Still
the...
messed up.
And as it shows its true form, you kind of see an image, like a flickering, brief image of the angel that they must be seeing. But then it kind of withdraws, and you see that bloody skeleton in front of you. One is in front of you, and the other one's kind of advancing on the group. So that was queens, jacks, tens. Okay. This thing in front of you to swipe at you with its talons. And let's see.
It's got brawl and a 4.
That's Cobb, you're going to take 2 wounds to the guts.
Are you, though? Are you?
No.
Good day, sir.
Spend points on that.
Okay. So it swings at you, and as it does, you hear it laugh, maybe? It sounds like, imagine laughing with a mouthful of spaghetti sauce. Yeah, kind of that slurpy, drooly sound as it laughs, as it swipes at you. And the one over by you guys.
And that was with my armor and size and everything?
Yes.
Pizza the Hut.
Pizza the Hut. Yeah. Let's see.
Holy moly.
Well, zombie
There's a
Jesus,
reference.
Zombie Jesus, you're almost right about zombies. Earlier.
The other one moves forward to Copperhead and swings, but misses, but barely. And he's just kind of like, what is going on? So,
And there's 1 or 2 of these.
2. And what you're seeing is this beautiful angel with his flaming sword swipes at Copperhead. And he's like, whoa!
Okay, so 2 of them.
Yes.
One of them is over by Cobb.
So 2 of the guys tossed out these
Yes.
things. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the last two.
God, so hope they don't all have one.
Well, there's only.
That's the last 2 that are
Okay.
functional.
That was
Tens.
10s, 9s.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Are any of the remaining guys or it in a like a zone by themselves, or they're basically?
Yeah, they're all kind of separated by now.
I could hit more than one in a shot, or
I
They're
don't
in a-
think so.
5-yard sphere, but I don't want to hit anybody else in it.
Yeah, that's the problem. Everybody else is kind of mixed in.
All right, so I will try and call Soul Blast. Now I know that should affect it because it is still a dark energy.
As far as you know.
Yeah. So I will do that, and I will yell out, "It's an illusion! It's a demon!" I'll scream it out to.
Okay. All right.
I'll yell out to everyone, "It's a demon! It's an illusion!"
The 3 of us can make a spirit check. Target number of 7 now.
Okay. 10. I made it.
How much did you say?
7.
Oh, okay, good. I made it.
Okay. Copperhead made it 2. So as soon as he yells that, you guys are looking and you see what they really are. So Copperhead's like, why is it attacking me? Oh, you son of a bitch. He's like, he's like, the angels have come. That's horrible. Oh, I can beat this thing. So that's
Nice. 2 pair.
This is Soul Blast.
Yeah.
Soul Blast.
48.
48.
48 damage.
Fuck. 6. What the hell?
Aiming at the one that was coming at Copperhead.
Yeah.
Okay, so it basically goes over and hee.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you do 1 wound to it.
No, I did a wound at least.
Yeah, 1 wound.
Damn it.
The older you get.
Yes, yeah, well, that's true. I used up all my ether. Ectoblast last night.
Got blown out last night.
Yep,
That was
yep.
9s, right?
9s.
8s.
7, 8.
Okay, 8 of diamonds.
8 of clubs, 8 of spades.
Hearts.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so spades goes first. What are you going to do?
I am going to fight that guy.
Okay.
Already got a hold of him. So
Yeah, fighting, brawling.
fighting, brawling,
Or do you want to grab him or do you want to hit him or stab him?
stab.
Okay, so do you have
Fighting
fighting knife?
Yes.
Fighting
Same
knife?
as my fighting, brawling.
Okay. Fighting knife?
Yep. One pop. 17.
Okay. Roll location.
Location. 11.
Okay. That would be an arm. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Knife damage was, what was that again? The Bowie knife?
Your strength
Full strength roll, right?
and
Yeah,
take
the
your
highest
highest die.
Take the highest die. Yeah, 9.
Okay. And then a d6.
5.
Okay. So 13.
Yep.
So you do a wound. Okay. And that was in his arm. So you slash him really good. Okay. And then you had an 8 of hearts.
Yeah.
Okay. Lily, what do you do?
Well, I'm not gonna fight the demon. I have no business fighting a demon.
Well, it looks
They're-
like
they're
just a
actually-
bloody skeleton thing.
Well,
But you
yeah.
still.
And they're actually coming out of the little ball things.
Yeah, the bone landed, then they kind of formed into this and started moving forward.
Okay, so they're not
They're just walking normal.
Yeah.
coming out of it,
Yeah.
out of the ball, and they're not attached to it.
Yeah. And the other guys who threw them are kind of like behind, like, oh, they're here. But you don't know if they're going to fight or take
Right.
off or what.
Well, I'm gonna use my sawed-off shotgun. I'm gonna aim. The guy is on the ground on the other side of the skeleton.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot through the skeleton and try to shoot the guy on the other side.
Okay. Yeah, you can kind of like aim just to the side and pull the trigger. Okay. Go ahead and roll. So you hit. So he is probably far enough away. You do. Well, it's 1 to 10 round yards. Yeah. You probably do
Yeah.
5d6
5d6,
because that's 1 to 10. He's within range of that.
and
These you add them together.
these I add them together.
And if you have 6s, they ace.
12.
12 total?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do 2 wounds to him. Oh, location. I'm sorry. Where'd you
sorry.
hit him?
Where's my
My pencil go?
3? Shoot him in the dick.
In a leg. So you basically shoot him in the leg he's kneeling on, so he just kind of collapses off to the side.
Okay.
So, okay. That was 8 of hearts, and you had an 8 of clubs.
Yes.
Okay, so 8 of diamonds. Let's see. 1 is going to swipe at you. That 1 is going to attack you again. Are you kidding me? What was your fighting?
4.
He misses.
Thank God.
1 will swipe at Copperhead. Ooh, he will hit. Well, he's going to spend a blue chip to avoid that and still take 1 wound.
Who was that?
Copperhead.
Copperhead.
I had a pencil. What did I do with it?
I think I'm just going to try to throw this guy over the freaking rail, too.
So you're going to grab him?
Yeah,
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check. Should be easy.
just to get rid of him.
Hey, your friend said wants to meet you.
Your friends on the low.
You grab him. Oh my God.
22.
Okay, you haul him over to the edge.
No ticket.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the next turn,
Yep.
on the next action, you throw him over. He's kind of like covering his belt, like, don't put dynamite in me.
I'm going to
Okay.
think I got a stick.
7. Okay.
All right. I'm going to try again.
Do that so bad.
2. Black Joker. Damn it.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no.
Black Joker.
And this is where he explodes.
Yep.
Yeah, so I will take your Hucksters and Hexes book.
Oh,
You-
well, hold on. Let me.
What'd you
do?
What'd you make for a hand? Anything?
Let's see. I made a pair of kings. Is the best I could do.
We're lucky.
Oh.
We're lucky.
No, well, the Joker's wild, right? Or not?
Yeah, the Joker's wild, but it's also.
Because I didn't get anything, but with a Joker, I would have a pair, is what I'm saying.
Oh, with the Joker, you would have a pair.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, external corruption is your backlash. Manitou malevolently twists the hex to harm the huckster's companions.
Oh, boy.
But a pair does 1d4 wind.
But
So,
the Joker, does it count as a wild card or not?
Yes.
it does.
Yeah. Okay.
But that gives you a pair,
Yes.
which does 1d4 wind.
Okay.
So we all take, not you, we all take 1d4 wind.
1d4.
You roll that
I roll
yourself?
You roll it yourselves.
Oh.
No, you do not take wind.
I didn't know if I rolled it for everybody.
I can't pick up the d4. What do I do?
Then you take 8.
Roll a 1, thank God. So I'm sitting there at this guy going,
Son of
what was
a.
that?
Son of a.
Sorry, Brad.
Oh no, you.
He rolled a 4, didn't he?
Oh, you bound.
Oh, he keeps popping.
9 wins.
9
No,
wind.
you can't do that to Brad. He's
Does it pop? On
We
the
need
D4?
him.
Yeah, it pops.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
What is. I've got pretty high wind.
No.
Okay.
He's the one that's got to fight the demon.
Well, Mike screwed it for him.
Well, you got second demon fighter right here.
He summoned a demon. He's like, my big brother's in trouble.
Hey, that's Jerry. Hey, Jerry. How you doing? You're fighting a priest. Here, I'll help you out.
That could have been a lot worse because I was waiting for. Well, the Joker's a wild card, and I'm like, yeah, I got 3 of a kind. Everybody's taking
Royal
wounds.
flush.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you might not want to say this, but I can't stop you.
Well, what would we have taken?
Whatever 3 of a kind damage was.
Oh.
It would have been more damage.
It would have been actual wounds.
5d8 damage.
Oh.
How much?
5d8.
Oh.
God.
So it's a really good thing it was a weak, successful spell. Okay. Thank you, Bo.
Would you just punch things?
All right. So that was 7,
Seven or
6,
Yep.
6. What
I
do you
got
got?
both diamond and spade.
Okay, you can go one right after another. The old 1-2 punch.
All right. Well, I'm just going to go. After seeing this thing is actually a demon and not an angel, I'm gonna go, Judas Priest! And
Judas Priest shows up.
fire my rifle at this thing. Unfortunately, this is my regular ammo rifle,
Okay.
not my Ghost Rock
That's funny.
ammo. But, so anyway.
Never know. Demon
How
might be
ironic.
like,
We're
"Ghost
surrounded
Rock."
by Ghost Rock.
Yeah.
That healed me. Thank you.
Where am I at? 5d8. Oh, there you are.
Shooting rifle.
Yep.
Are you going to take 2 separate shots then?
What?
Yeah. Bam. Bam.
Yeah.
All right. You're like, pow, pow, and pretty much vaporize the rib cage. It just, when you notice when it hits the bones, they splinter, but when they hit the ground, they splatter, like they become
Blood?
liquid
Liquid?
or whatever. And as the hole appears, it screams, and it basically screams to the sky and just dissolves into a small puddle of.
We can
wet
fight the
red
demon.
goo.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, and
You shot
and
it.
That's one.
As it dissolves and bubbles, you see it kind of goes dark, and then kind of disappears. All trace of it. So there's one down.
Oh.
Yep. Never know till you try. That was 6.
Fives.
5
5.
spades.
Okay.
Come on, Cobb.
I'll swing at the one that's on me. 6.
That'll hit. It has brawling, but it's really not geared to defend itself.
12.
12. Okay. Location.
Oh. 13.
Okay.
I really like that number.
Yeah. Lucky 13. All right. So you smack it right in the chest. And again, you snap some of the ribs. They don't fall apart like that, but you do see them break. It doesn't seem to bother it at all.
Okay.
So, 4s.
I have a 4.
I have a 4 too.
Okay.
4 spades.
Okay. It's 4 spades.
I
goes
heart and clubs, so she goes first.
Okay. You guys got a lot of 1-2 punches in this round.
I'm going to see him. They're shooting the demons.
He shot the demon and it died. He hit it and broke its ribs. It's still going.
Oh, yeah, we can hurt these things. I'm going to shoot.
Okay. You could probably walk right up to the one on Cobb.
Yeah, just don't shoot from range because I'm in front of it.
Yeah, so you could probably walk up and put your gun to its head or chest and pull the trigger without hitting Cobb.
Do it with their head.
Head.
Okay.
I'll put it a little higher.
All right. So go ahead and roll your shooting shotguns. Good enough. You basically you're like snap the thing. Ah. It is kind of like the Army of Darkness.
Yeah, that's, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like,
Bad. I'm the lady with the gun. Boom. So you blow its head apart, and again, it just kind of, instead of exploding, it explodes and then splatters, but then it all just kind of crumbles and dissolves, and then it disappears, like it was never there.
Thanks for showing me I can do that, Olaf.
Yeah, there you go. So,
I had 2 4s.
2 4s. What do you do?
Well, I see that, and I'm like, crap. And I look, what else is going on?
Okay. There's one guy leaning, like, who was kneeling, and he's starting to get up.
Uh-huh.
There's a guy, I believe, over by Cobb who's holding his arm.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
it.
think those are the last 2 guys.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look to see if I see the main guy? Use my card to use cognition?
Yeah, go ahead and roll cognition. If you have keen, add that too.
I got a 7.
7? Okay.
Extra wind.
Should be already factored in.
Yeah. You notice that Cobb is over there in front of Haskins and Sophie and Lily too. Mm-hmm. And if you look around, you don't see that guy you were interrogating, but then you hear wings, like something above you.
All right. I'm going to look up.
Okay. You look up and you see kind of swooping off of one of the buildings down toward Haskins. An honest to God, 6.5 foot red skinned demon.
Okay.
With hooves, wings, horns, and it looks like it's going right for Haskins or any of that group right there.
All right. Well, I'm going to yell out,
Incoming!
yeah. Above us, it's the demon! And now I'm going to try again.
Soul Blast.
Yep. That's been going so good last time.
And don't forget, you can spend chips on your roll, too.
Oh, that's right. I can, too.
So if you don't make it, as long as you don't go bust.
I got 9. I could spend a chip and get extra cards, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, if you spent a red or a blue chip, you'd get to roll it again and add it to your highest.
Roll 1 more die, right? Or roll the entire roll, or what?
No.
I'd spend a red.
What are you rolling? D10s?
8s.
And you have a 9?
Yep.
So if you spend a red or a blue chip, you roll a D8 and add that to your 9.
Yeah.
Think I should? Or use it for something else?
Well, if you spend it this way, he's going to get a chip.
That's true.
This is a blue chip.
Yeah, unless it's a blue
Yeah,
chip.
unless you
Yeah,
want
the
to
blue
spend a
chip.
blue chip, then I don't get a chip.
Yeah. I could use it and definitely get an extra card.
Red chip.
Why? Why not?
Yes.
There.
All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 3, 6.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I get one extra card because I got 14.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't do anything with 4 aces, Rob. Come on.
Yep, I know.
What are you thinking?
All right.
Oh.
So
I had that Semitic moment, but it didn't happen.
you kind of.
Yep.
That's it.
Reach out to me.
Just like
fours?
when he's at the
Yeah.
whorehouse.
You have a 3.
He's still got a 4.
3.
Oh, you still got another 4. Okay.
Well, I used one to look around
Yeah.
when I saw it, or I can use it.
Oh, you saw that, and then you used your other action to actually use Soul Blast.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So 3.
Diamonds.
I got spades.
3 spades. Okay. You both look up and you see this thing.
Did I need to roll guts, by the way?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Maybe that didn't happen at all.
Everybody's going to look up when he's like, it's above us.
So we need to
Everybody
make
a
guts?
Check. Target number of 11.
Maybe I didn't spend that chip. Which is possible.
Ooh.
I made it. I did.
Shoot.
15.
Nope. You know, I'll tell you what. I'm going to spend a red chip.
You going to spend a red chip? Oh, good. Thank you. I don't want to look at that.
And that should give me 1 point.
Okay.
And with that, I could move too, right? Could I
Yeah.
move myself in front of the professor?
yeah. you
I'll
can.
do that. So
So basically, everybody looks up and you see this thing. It's a demon coming right at you guys and Dr. Haskins, and it's like, oh, crap.
I got 26, so I
Yeah.
don't care.
No.
Yeah, Copperhead got 23, so he's like, bring it, bitch.
Did I need to roll on the 2?
Yes, because you will
Oh,
look up
I'm
and
sorry.
see it.
That, I'm doing a 1.
guts. Guts,
Guts.
add your grit.
Okay.
So it's flying in. You're going to move over in front with those guys in front of Haskins.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get directly in front of him.
You had a 3 of spades.
Yeah.
I got an 11.
You're good.
Grit.
Okay.
3 diamonds.
Okay, so 3 of spades goes first.
Okay. I'll try strike blind to start with.
Okay.
It just sounds like
Yeah, strike
it sounds
down.
like he's got a menu.
Yeah.
It's like I'll start with the strike blind.
Strike blind. I'm going to smite.
Don't you
have
Small
have the
aperitif.
I'd like to have a nice dessert.
don't you have the miracle blow up demon yet?
No.
It's Thursdays. We don't have that on Tuesday nights.
Oh, actually, I don't know if you're interested in this, but you also have, and it's just an action for you.
Yeah, I know.
do have
I'm going to start with strike blind first.
As an appetizer, sir.
Yes.
Very good.
Very nice.
So he's got a vigor check of 7.
I just want to draw a Cobb at a restaurant. I'll try the strike blind. Very well, sir. Poke, poke.
Yeah.
How do you like it? Okay, vigor of what?
7.
700.
Bajillion.
A 9.
He's kind of like, ooh, I got
Yeah.
some crusty in my eye.
Yeah.
So he kind of blinks a couple times and then focuses in.
Okay.
3 of clubs.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Quick draw. To dump the... And fire.
What are you shooting?
The demon.
What?
Quick draw your pistol.
I quick drew my pistols.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if it was rifle, shotgun.
No, I'm sorry, pistols.
Yeah.
I apologize. Sorry.
So, so
Because what you drew is what you actually fired with.
Yeah.
So whatever you just rolled is what you hit.
You draw a banana,
Right.
a little monkey.
so what'd you roll?
Chicken.
Roll a 17.
Banana.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Chicken.
go ahead and roll location.
Chicken, banana.
He threw a chicken and a banana at it. The demon goes, no, my favorite. I hate that song.
12.
Yeah.
You could put it in the gizzards.
I'll put it in the gizzards.
Gives you an extra die of damage.
Okay. I'll put it in the gizzards. This is a Walker Dragoon.
So it's 3d6.
It was 4 with the gizzards, right?
4d6 with the gizzard shot. So
So 5 is my highest.
You had them all up.
Oh, that was a 4. Or no, what was that? 5. 18.
So this size. Oh, you shoot, hits him in the chest, doesn't do anything. So we're gonna stop here.
There we go.
But just imagine where we're leaving off.
Cliffhanger on the edge of the
This
cliff.
demon is like 3 feet from you guys, and we're all out of cards.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the next round,
Yep.
draw good. Nice job ending. Sorry we went so long, but
Yes.
we
What
got
do you
it.
think of that, folks?
I puckered my own self.
I was so intrigued I forgot to pull up the script at the end of the night. All right, folks, that's it for us. We are the Raconteur Society. Don't forget to tune in every Tuesday night to see what we're doing. Check our social medias to see what game is coming up next. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for something extra special.
On Twitch.
On Twitch only. On Twitch only.
At some point.
If you want to check out the storylines of what you've been seeing so far on all of our games, you can go to our YouTube channel and go through the playlist, where we have all of our games, all the lives that we've streamed, listed in the playlist by chronological order, so you can follow the storylines. Let's see. Let's get over the thank yous. Thank you to Dale for running the game tonight. Dragon for hosting and creating some of the music we use. To Mike for his technical prowess and investment. Thanks to Bobbi for doing the editing of the clips and the videos.
Thank you.
To Dale and Mike again for the awesome artwork. As well as Bobbi. And we see you in the stream. Brad for showing up and coughing.
Yep.
And
We love you,
extra
Brad.
special thanks to Zombie Jesus and Shebe for being our people on there, keep on our Twitch running editing for us.
Our
Thanks for hanging out.
Moderators. And a big special thanks to Pinnacle for making Deadlands. If you'd like to check out Deadlands Classic, go to our YouTube channel, go to this video, and in the description you will see where to buy this game. Also, a big thank you to everyone who tuned in tonight. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hope you enjoyed.
All right. See you, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye-bye, everybody.